We got people hiding behind mugs, behind journals, behind giant owls. Well, close to the camera owls. And then we got Mr. Bond over there with his, he looks like, you look, I don't know, for some reason that moment, BT, you just reminded me like of all James Bond.
The name's Bald. James Bald.
No, BT, its name is Tom. Banana Tom.
That's right. That's right. He's the man with the golden banana.
Hi, DeMarco.
DeMarco, what's up? Hello, everybody. So, welcome back to session 55 of DragonMetal Saga. And I'm your host, StormyD, and Dungeon Master, and crafter of stories and NPC player. And these are my friends and co-creators of our D&D campaign. Also, I wanted to before I do intros, I did want to chime in that next Saturday, sadly, we will have to take a break from D&D. IRL stuff has got in the way, and it's no big deal, but it's important, and so we'll take next Saturday off from D&D. We'll be back again the following weekend. And as far as I know, we should be smooth sailing for quite some time after that. And sailing is what we're going to be doing, like more like speedboating, because.
Motorboating, motherfucker.
But if you guys still want the D&D fix, next Friday on Havoc RPG's channel, you can catch this one and Druid.
Oh yeah, on the 16th. That's right. That's right.
Not sponsored, by the way.
Hey, Brett. Big stormy hugs to you. I need to shout you out. So what was that about Mother Effer, BT?
You wrote about speedboats, so I said motorboating.
Oh, okay. I don't know where for some reason I thought you said Mother Effer.
Yeah, I said motorboating, motherfucker.
Oh, okay. So, since the little Echo is so excited to be seen today, I'm going to have that slick-haired gentleman introduce himself first.
Hold on. Make sure you can still hear the typing. Can you hear the typing?
No, we can't hear the typing.
Oh, I can hear the typing. My goodness.
I was going to say, well, he definitely ain't talking to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hello, everybody. I am extirpatefate. I get to play Merrik, who's a wizard and friend of Echo.
Nice. All right. And the green-haired, puppy-lipped goblin next to him.
Hello, I'm Druid IRL, and I play Thyra, daughter of Tyr, descendant of the Valkyrie Gwenhavar, Rune Knight Fighter and Oath of Justice Paladin, wielder of Raven's Edge, member of the Freelancers, and the Divider of Smites, Slayer of Demons, Eater of Meats, Destroyer of Cisterns, Bonker of Heads, Demander of Sandwiches, wearer of Yoga Pants.
Was that your attempt to make it look like you had memorized it?
I held up my hand.
Yeah.
That was the worst attempt at trickery I've ever seen.
It was
I imagine her deception isn't particularly high.
No, exactly.
She's a
She
charisma
absolutely,
caster.
and she rolled a 1. That was like the worst possible deception check ever. The next one over there, who's got us in his eye.
Gotta get you the fuck out of there. You've got a D&D to present.
That's true.
A D&D to present? You knew what I meant.
I knew what you meant. It seemed like a British thing to say. What can I say?
I heard myself say it after I said it, and I was like, this is not quite right, but it's fine. Let's take the piss out of it. Hi, I'm BT, aka BananaTom, and I play Sindri, the rock gnome sorcerer. Not a rock sorcerer gnome.
Aw.
Rock Sorcerer Gnome. Yeah, I remember you did that one day. That was
a cool title, man.
And then, right over here, my lovely significant other.
Hi everybody, I'm itsStarKitty and I play Shae, a great elf ranger, straightforward ranger with a dragoon named Milo.
Nice. Very good, very good. Oh, I forgot to put the characters on the map. Feel free.
You didn't press play on the music.
I didn't press play on the music. Damn it, I'm pressing it now. Music engaged.
Remind him, Fate. That's what it was. This is the one day that you didn't remind him.
Yep. It's your fault, Fate.
No.
Now it's my responsibility. I literally had it out and started. All I had to do was hit play, and yet I still forgot it.
I mean, yeah.
The funny thing is that it doesn't show up in the VOD. So this same audio track I add in post-production in editing. So it's kind of funny. Any rate, so session 55, session 54, which was last week, recap, the adventurers found their way. They basically had uncovered the secret of the poem and figured out what they kind of suspected from the get-go, and that was that the entrance to the secret hideout of the conclave. Whoa!
Thank you for the raid.
Oh my goodness! Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you for the raid.
It's my niece. Love her.
It is your niece. Hello, welcome in. Such a treat to have you.
Oh, what was she playing today? Oh, some Roblox, huh?
Cool.
Nice.
Right on. So back to the recap. We were the adventurers had figured out the secret of Compass Lake, and that was that it was an artificially created lake by, they suspect, the druid of the adventuring party, which was the Noble Chancery, the adventuring group led by Galadoon, which is, they're looking for the cache of Galadoon. And they, after discovering the secret, which was a magically sealed door at the center and bottom of the lake, they kind of came up with a clever magical solution to enter it, and were able to do so. They, using Big B's magical hand, they plugged the hole behind them as they went into, after they magically opened the door, and they figure out how to magically shut the door again so they wouldn't get overwhelmed. Turns out they wouldn't have been drowned anyway, because the tunnel that it led to was partially broken open and collapsed, and was basically just opened out into this giant, massive, enormous underground cavern with an underground lake. And at the shoreline of the lake, they found this keep that had been basically crafted, magically carved out of the side of the underground cliff face, which is what Sindri, BT's character, had seen in his vision, his legend and lore vision. And once they touched down, because all of them, they, through magical means or natural means for Thyra and for Milo, they found means to fly their way down so as not to have to drop the 750 feet down into the lake below. They landed on the shore, but before they could go in to explore the keep, they were assaulted by a denizen of the deep, dark eldritch horror called an aboleth. This one was an ancient aboleth, and this ancient aboleth is basically a Cthulhu-like monster, really just a psychic using tentacled creature from ancient days.
He was.
True, was, yeah. But they just bodied that motherfucker. he was supposed to be a tough challenge, but
he was still sleepy.
yeah,
We woke
he
him up from
was.
a
He
long
had been
slumber.
sleeping in there in the murky lake for over a century before anything had disturbed him, and
He was out of practice. He wasn't going to the gym every day.
yeah, he fumbled a roll, which basically ruined one of his rounds, and then the paladin critted on him with her smite.
With the measly 68 points of damage.
I have it
A lot
right
more
here.
damage than Shae dealt it.
More damage
Damage is
than I dealt.
damage. You guys
Hey, you
are
guys worked
essential.
as a team.
What?
All it could have took is
15 points of damage were mine.
yes. And if those
Only
15
because the
hadn't
fight
been
was so
done,
short.
then one more turn might have happened, and he might have really put the hurt on you guys. So
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say, if Thyra got mind controlled, y'all would have been fucked.
Well, I had a plan for that.
So did I.
Yeah.
he tried
That
hard to
was
mind
fun.
control them, but they were rolling aces on their saving throws. So for the most part, I think there
There was
was.
going to be a psychic spell your way. I'm not going to lie.
Hypnotic
Yeah.
pattern,
Intelligence
baby.
save. Bang.
I know that's my
I'm curious.
lowest.
So we know what yours would have been. What would Merrick's solution?
Oh,
have been?
hypnotic pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, same idea. I would rather Thyra be out of the fight than fighting Thyra.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's lack of a better term, better off dead at the moment. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll fix that. I can't handle both of that. No, thank you.
She is a beast. And on that note, that's where we left off. They had defeated the creature as its torn and shredded body slumped back into the dark depths of the lake. Now they stand before the keep with the magical flames on the torch sconces standing on each side of the arched doorway or door into the keep. And that's where we left off. Unless I forgot anything. Did I leave any details out? Okay. Well, let's do some what stood out most to the characters themselves from last week. Let's do with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be Merrik first, please. Just as he drinks his soda.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
I don't
It's in a
drink soda.
can. I assume soda. It's just like
That is true. He's drinking soda.
he's drinking soda.
I am responsible.
I mean, if you want to go first, BT.
I'll fight for it.
That was a joke.
Well-
Go ahead, Merrik.
Everybody, what the fuck was that? I know I should say nothing should shock me anymore, but what the absolute fuck was that thing? I mean, it's probably pretty crispy. I don't think it's gonna hurt anybody else. Hey guys, we're good. I need a moment. I kind of overdid it. All that electricity. Merrick's hair is a little frizzy. Still stinks of ozone. Yes. I would like to rest now. Because I don't know what the fuck's in there. The fuck is in there? If this is out here. The fuck is in there? Anyone? That leaves it open to whoever's next.
Thyra.
I'm forever impressed with the ability of the team to fight whatever foe we face. And I'm thankful that it is now back where it belongs, dead and under the water. I also leave the challenging idea crafting to the smart ones. Again, we are an excellent team. I am not shocked that we killed it. We will kill many more dangerous and terrible things. That's it!
Well then, last but not least, BT. Sorry, Sindri.
Is that what they call calamari? I've heard of this, but I don't know what it was. I know it comes from deep ocean or something like that. I don't know. I kind of want a souvenir from it. I wonder if Thyra could cut a tooth. I don't know, I'll have to check if its mouth's still somewhere near the surface. After all that slushiness, I'm not sure anyone's gonna go swimming for it, and let's face it, no one wants to go find out if there's another one down there. I feel like I should have given it more of a hit, but I thought try and freeze it in place. Fucking negated my attack though. Love to know how he did that. I don't think there's going to be anything else in here. I think it's going to be a straight walk to the tomb. Honest. You'll be fine, Merrik. Don't need to rest. When have we ever encountered a problem after a large creature attacked us? Oh, wait. And that's where I'll leave it.
It's funny that you say that. You should check out the thumbnail of the YouTube video. When you guys get a chance. Oh, he's doing it now.
Yes, he is.
I don't know if you guys noticed too, I changed up the thumbnail. I've been doing it a little bit differently. In the past, I always did all of us in the scene. Now I'm just highlighting one person in the scene, and then I'm also making the graphic a little bit bigger. I don't know, something to try to be different.
I'm still getting some absolute porking images of me.
I like all of the images of you. I picked the ones that are like the most awesome and ridiculous.
I can tell.
Okay, so with that, I guess it's time to go chat dark. Thank you guys for coming. Enjoy the show.
Oh, do I not get to?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I thought he was
Oops.
doing a bit, man.
Yeah.
I skipped you again. Even after 20 years, it's still happening again.
Like, oh, well, I guess no Shae journal entry this week, guys.
No, sorry. Go ahead, Shae.
Dear Journal, it's me, Shae. Journal, we found the tomb. Was not where Shae was expecting it to be. It was underwater. Like, really underwater. Who would have known a tomb was buried underwater? In the middle of a lake. Underwater. Did I mention underwater? P.S. Journal, have you ever seen a giant fish? After we found the door to the tomb, we found a big building hiding below the water, and it happened to have a big fish in the lake surrounding it. The biggest fish Shae has ever seen. Apparently, Miss Thyra did not like the fish. She hit it so hard, and then it died. Note to future Shae, do not offer any type of fish to Miss Thyra. P.P.S. Bread making has been going very well. Everyone seems to like the bread Shae is making. I wonder if Mr. Greenbane likes bread. Maybe the arms dealer? He's a baker, right? Shae has too much and she needs to start giving it away. P.P.P.S. Journal, wish us luck on exploring the tomb and hopefully we can find a way back soon. Also, ask Mr. Sindri what he means by calamari.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you, Bubba,
Okay.
for the raid.
Thank you for the raid,
Love
Bubba.
you, Bubba.
You're amazing, sir. We love you.
Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Bubba, for the raid.
There you go.
Shae appreciates it.
So now we'll go chat heart. And with that, feel free to ask Sindri your question because you're standing before the keep, standing in this giant dark cavern, lit up only by the sconces, and you can see some glowing moss and some parts of the cave in the distance in the back. And I think you had also lit up the end of your staff, right, BT?
Whenever it's slightly darker, he lights it up as
I thought so.
instinct.
And or was it Merrik that cast light? I forget.
He cast light, but I always
did.
light the stuff anyway.
So there's plenty of light sources, and you have a curiosity.
Thyra's looking beat the fuck up, by the way. She's looking halfway dead.
Who is?
Thyra.
Thyra.
Oh, so she actually took a bit of a pounding too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
50 HP out of 103.
You're at how much out of how much?
50 out of 103.
Oh wow, less than half.
That's a lot of damage you've taken.
Sindri didn't even rip his clothes.
Neither did Merrik.
Shay's checking on
Hey.
Milo because Milo is the closest thing to her because she knows Milo got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I'll walk over to Thyra. Would you like some help with that? Doesn't look particularly fun.
It is not.
May I? As I pull out my healer's kit.
I will accept.
All right.
You guys
will
just hear
use-
Shay randomly yelling at the water. It's what you get, Mr. Fish, for hurting Milo and Miss Thyra.
All right, so you see Merrik over there using his healer's kit on Thyra.
And I'm also going to use my lay on hands to replenish 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 points.
Okay.
Okay. Been a while since I've used it.
Yeah, I forgot what we had said.
yeah.
What was our house rule?
Got it.
Like, she's got it
so
written
I
down.
can
Healer's kit. It's
Yeah.
a D6 plus 4
D6.
plus max hit die.
plus not equal to yeah. Bless you.
Bless you. Plus what?
And
Plus
then I need to.
1 max hit die.
And then I need to roll for this, right? Roll the
Yes.
medicine.
Yes.
Okay.
It makes her way over because she sees Mr. Merrick
Be-
pulling out the healer's kit.
So I rolled 18 for my medicine. And then it's a D6 plus 4.
Yeah,
Plus max.
exactly.
So I rolled a 4, so you get 8 plus your maximum number of hit dice?
It should be 8. Or it should be 10.
Just one max. Just one hit die. So what is
So
your
plus-
what do you roll for?
She rolls a d10, so you
Yeah.
get it. You get a 10.
Yeah, so it'd be 18.
Shae is observing this, and she looks up at Mr. Merrik and good job.
So how far are you down now? Like,
yes.
what is your total?
I'm at 98 now.
98 out of 103? Okay.
Yeah.
And Milo, how much was he down by?
Milo's down by 18.
So what you gonna do for him? Healer's kit?
Yeah, I'll probably do a healer's kit on him. Let's see, I'm down by 28.
Oh, I forgot. You got hit too.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not 28. 23. Down by 23.
All right. So, Thyra, you see that she is also wounded. Are you gonna do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna let her do her thing first. Then I
Okay.
will cut in.
I got a 15 for my medicine check on Milo.
Wow. What'd you do, Rolo?
4.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. 15 is the DC. So.
Okay, so Milo gets a D6. Well, that's 6 plus what is one of his max hit dice? Milo stat block, where are you?
I don't remember if they're D8s or D10s.
He's a teenager. Does not say. Every time you do that, BT, I get that Mario song stuck in my head for a while.
Yeah. Damn you. It's a D10.
It's a D10. So he gets back 16 hit points. But he's only down by 2.
Okay. He's looking at that last 2 hit point scratch.
And then Shae is going to medicine healer's kit herself.
As she's doing that, Thyra's just gonna pop over and just do healing hands and give you back a total of 6 HP.
That's all you had left was 6 from your healing hands?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, healing hands is different than lay on hands. Healing hands is a spell. Lay on hands is the feature.
So
Oh. Okay.
My lay on hands pool is my paladin.
Yeah.
Healing hands is from being an ASMR.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I got a 28 on my own healer's kit on myself.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's 8 plus 10. Again, I am back to full.
Between the 3. Yep. Between the 2 of them. Yep. Alrighty. You gonna ask Mr. Sindri your question?
Is there anybody else? Is anybody else hurt? Anybody else bleeding? Anybody else almost dying?
I'm
Merrik does
perfectly fine.
Do a very
Okay, good.
exaggerated, like, swoosh. Holds up the.
No.
Shae walks over to Mr. Sindri and she's like, Mr. Sindri, what is calamari? Did I say it correctly?
I think so. I've never seen what it is. I just know it's got tentacles, so I was wondering if that's what.
Oh, that big
Calamari
fish.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I just heard of calamari having tentacles and things, so I was like, is that it?
You see Shae pull out her journal. How do you spell calamari?
Mr. Sindri just looks into the distance.
Shae looks over at
familiar with-
Mr. Merrik. How do you spell calamari?
Am I familiar with what calamari actually is?
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Fate can't, but Merrik can.
Is it a C or a K? Because it sounds like a K to me. For calamari.
It's not, but that's also not what that was.
Oh,
I mean, if it
You mean
is,
that
it's
was
a
a
very,
calamari?
very no, it's not calamari.
it was a big fish.
With tentacles.
Kind of. Right, cephalopod, right?
A what?
I'm actually asking a IRL question, right?
Yes.
A cephalopod? Yeah.
It is,
yeah.
a squid or an octopus is a cephalopod.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll go over it later. When we make it back to Progentic, I'll show you on the Oracle the difference of what calamari really is compared to whatever the fuck that was.
Okay.
At this point, Sindri turns around to look at it to see if its head's above water or its mouth's above water.
What's his trophy?
It's not. It is sank into the depths of the lake.
God damn it, I wanted a piece of its tooth. I'm pretty sure Thyra could have got it off there through somehow, but
You know,
I just know for a fact that might have been a perfect thing for infusing some magic into.
You know, you're not wrong. It probably might. However, I don't think anybody wants to find out there's another one down there. I mean, do you?
Oh no, there is zero fucking chance of me going anywhere near that.
Good.
Have you seen the size
some sense into you? Oh,
Never mind the size comparison between Thyra and that beast. Between me and that beast, I might as well be a goddamn ant.
I have a question.
Yes, Shae.
So, if there was another one in the lake, wouldn't it have shown up by now?
Either that or we've just fed it.
yeah. I don't particularly want to stick around to find out. So I'm gonna now turn my attention to the door. And then Merrik leaves the conversation and walks up to the door.
Okay.
And first thing he does is he looks at it and squints, and he's like, he's still manually covering his eye because he's like, okay, yeah. So looking with
The only magic you see is the magic of you guys' equipment and the magic of the continual flame torch sconces, and then the door and the keep are not magical. They were obviously crafted, but through magical means, but they're not magical.
Gotcha.
I can just see it now going forward. Merrik, whenever he's like upset or he wants to facepalm, he just covers his eye with the magic looking eye. It's like, it's just too much magic, guys. Too much magic.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, he's magic's everywhere. He's gonna do that, like look around, like is anyone paying attention, as if he's like walking to somebody else's home, because that's what he's doing, essentially. Very obvious handle on the door. Or there's no handle on the door.
No, there's a handle on the door. There's
Okay.
also a visible lock on the door. It's a single door. Single normal, slightly oversized door. It looks like an iron door with stone, framework, and the handle is one of those, big round twisty things, and then there's a lock underneath that.
Okay. I get down to the eye level with the lock, but just not directly in its line of fire, because
Okay.
Sindri,
Yes.
here's the thing. I don't think they would arm this with a needle trap. However, one can't be too sure. So, stand by, please, and then I will investigate the lock to see if it's trapped.
Sure.
I rolled a natural 20, so 33.
It is not trapped, but it is locked.
Okay. So I can say I was right about no needles, but if here's the thing, I feel weird about me being the one to break into one of my childhood heroes' keeps.
Not a problem.
So thank you.
Immediately just pushes past him to the door.
I stand there with glee, like, thank you. I'm excited.
So, just a real quick description. Again, it's just a single stone square tower that juts out of the rock face. Looks like it's a 3-story tower. Very simple, basic, and yeah. One door. There are windows, but only on the 3rd floor. Small arched windows. Small enough that even the gnome couldn't fit through. So.
You're muted. BT, you're muted.
As soon as I moved the mic, I muted it.
Yep.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Okay. You.
Not bad from an 8.
Not bad from an 8.
You don't ruin the lock or break the lock picks, but you don't pick the lock. This is a pretty hardcore lock.
Didn't quite work that time, so give me apparently this is going to take a little bit more time. A little more finessing, apparently.
Okay.
Raven's Edge pipes in and says, I wonder if there's any way we could provide guidance. Actually, out of character. Do any of your characters have guidance?
Not a single person has guidance.
Okay. I'm gonna quit asking then. I forgot. Go ahead. You okay, Druid?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, no blessings
I
of
will-
goo to go around this time.
And with that, Sindri will have a look around it, try and see what he missed, and then go back to fettling around with it to try and open it. "22 this time."
You got closer. You felt like you almost got it that time. Luckily, you're not failing bad enough that you're damaging or hurting the lock. What did you roll to get a 22?
10.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you definitely have a chance of picking this lock pretty easily. It rolled low. Or
Yeah, I
moderate.
rolled an 8 and a 10. I'm swapping dice.
You guys
So-
see Sindri's taking a while on this one. This is obviously a challenging lock for him.
Sindri, with these older locks, try this, and I would like to assist him.
Okay.
Sleight of hand is one of my proficiencies.
What was that?
I have sleight of hand as one of my proficiencies, so.
Okay, sure. I'll let you. First, you roll me one to assist, and then we'll see if that. Actually, I'm just going to say because you're trying to assist him and you have it as a proficiency, he now has advantage.
I'll keep the same dice as I had before, just out of curiosity. That is a 24 and a 22.
Really? Wow. You're
Still
so
not
much
there?
closer. You got so much closer.
You just knock this fucking door down. In fact, Thyra,
It's an iron
Can you
door
knock this door
with a
down?
stone frame. It would be even harder for her, even with her massive strength, it would be even harder for her to break it down. It would take like siege equipment to break through it. So
he says
just-
that as he's still fettling with it.
okay. One more shot. And at this point, the block will be, if you fail it this time, you still have advantage again, because he's helping you. But if you fail it this time, the lock will be too scarred, and you will have to find another way.
26.
There you go. 25 wasn't easy. You got there. Good job. He pops the lock finally with a satisfying click, twists the round, like it's a round handle that comes out, but it twists to pop the door lock open. You guys hear it opens out as it is the cranky old door opens before you, and you notice there in the main foyer of the tower, Andronis, would you do and get me antacid? Thank you.
Sliding over because I'm partially on that furry blanket.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Put that fan on. Even Naboo's grumbling about the warmth.
There's some.
Just a quick tip. Can you hear that fan while I'm talking
Whoops.
or not?
Nope,
Nope.
don't hear anything.
Cracking.
Really?
Just rubbed it on my leg. That was dumb. All right. These are those standing sconces.
So tiny. For the minis, he's echo like the size of my leg.
Where is he? No, actually, he goes all the way up to your crotch. Even up to your belly button, I would say. Yeah. That's perfect.
I mean, technically, a bird that big to Sindri would actually be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, that's true. Here, technically, there's like, so on this bottom floor, there's
It's like being
another
scared of
door
Naboo.
at the end. There are two sets of stairs on each side that lead up to a balcony. And the second floor, the tower is hollow all the way up. No, that's not true. It's only hollow all the way up to the roof of the second floor. And then you also see stairs leading up the opposite direction on the second floor up. But what is most noticeable and obvious, again, they're stone stairs, but there are large braziers with magical flame lit in these corners. But the thing that you notice right away, kind of hard to miss, is this giant snake with a human head. Now, refresh my memory, in the when you guys were in the dungeon with the Ifrit.
Yes, there was one of those two.
There was one of these two, yeah. So you recognize it as a guardian Naga. And it basically uncoils and rises as you all open the door and looks straight at you. And it says, "Well, it's been some time. No one has come. You are the first to have found this place. Are you grave robbers, interlopers, challengers of the legend? Are you here to pillage your way and take the great artifacts of the heroes for nefarious deeds? Or are you also seekers of light and goodness who wish only to use the implements for the greater good? What do I have here today? What sort of fellows and ladies? Come forth, treat with me, we will chat, and I shall deem you unworthy or not." He says, it says worthy or not unworthy or not. That's a double negative.
Of course. May I insight that to glean from tonality, if at all, that it's a truthful question that it's asking and not just baiting us into a trap?
You don't even really have to roll it. It seems very sincere. I mean, you can roll it if you want to, just so you as a player are more or less confident in what your character is thinking.
23.
Yeah, you're pretty confident it's being sincere, that it's gonna let you come in and chat with it.
Merrik.
Yes. I will breach the threshold. I'll have my hands out open, like I am not trying to wield any weapon, or I'm not trying to come in offensively. I'm
okay.
Yes. Well, hello. My name is Merrik. These are my friends.
And it's when he says friends, I'll take a step in.
You step in, okay. What about you guys?
Thyra goes up towards... Go ahead.
Go ahead, Thyra.
Oh, Thyra was just gonna walk up to the door, but like wait for Shae to come up, like before I cross the threshold, to like have her go in first.
Okay.
Jay's just gonna
Like,
stand
I'd be
next to Miss Thyra and go, maybe we should wait, cause we're the more threatening bunch right now.
I think Thyra will just like nod at her, but like I'm like waiting for Merrik to take, like she's having him take the lead. So
the creature just eyes you guys. It's within distance to hear this conversation, and so it says, "No, please. I haven't had visitors in 300 years or more. All come forth. I mean you no harm, unless you mean to nefarious purposes for this place and what is in it."
Shae pipes up. No nefarious purposes from Shae. Milo may be a little curious though.
I see. Please, all of you, come in.
Shae picks up Milo and she's like, Milo, you better be respectful, okay?
So he looks up at you and goes, "Wow."
Shae looks at Miss Thyra.
His meow was as if he said, "When am I not respectful?" So you said,
Shae knows, but she's just, you know. Shae looks up at Miss Thyra. Hey, can Shae go in now?
Right, so you come in. Sindri, do you stay in this spot or do you move over here out of the way?
Oh, I'll move over so everyone else can come in. I'd probably go a stance closer, if anything.
Okay. Thyra?
And then Thyra will just step into the threshold, but like will be like so she could still see like behind us, while also listening.
Okay, so you're gonna basically stay in the doorway.
You're standing like up against the threshold, so you can.
Like I'm
watch
like
both.
in the room, but like I can still like check our six.
Sure.
Because, you know,
Right about
monsters
there.
behind us. Yeah.
Gotcha. So the Naga kind of slips and slides and glides over a little bit closer to you guys and starts eyeing you all. You could see it casts a spell with its eyes, and the arcane spellcasters can roll arcane knowledge on that.
25.
$18.
So Sindri didn't get it, but Merrik did. Merrik, you recognize the spell it casts with its eyes is True Seeing. And it's basically looking you all up and down, checking you guys out. It says, this one right here, he seems to be strong in spirit while small in stature. And this one has an unusual pet. And she's an elf. It said it as if Shae is the pet to Milo. And then it moves over to this one. A grandiose warrior. I suspect she is a holy knight, yes? And then, without even waiting for any kind of answer to its pseudo question, it slides over. And a spellcaster. Oh, and what do we have here? Look at that. Your little owl friend. He's almost like me, isn't he? He's maybe some kind of distant cousin to me, I believe. Fascinating. So, first, whoops, hit that. I shall ask you questions to see how truthful you are and how ethical you are.
Before you go about making a decision, seeing as we're on friendly converse terms, might I ask you what that giant tentacled thing was outside?
There was a giant tentacle thing outside?
A very big fish.
Fair enough. It was very colossus, gargantuanly big.
As I have not left this room for 300 years, I would not know. As far as I know, there wasn't anything like that in the past.
That's fair enough. I thought I might as well ask. Knowledge gained.
Maybe it found its way here and found a new home sometime between the burial of my lord and now.
I will say I can hear the fan BT.
You can? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, it's cool.
Is it like annoying? Because we don't want it to be hot.
Naboo's asleep and I'm fine now.
Okay.
Before you ask your questions, we have, in a way, introduced ourselves. What may I call you?
I am simply the guardian of this demesne, here to make sure that only the worthy are able to gain access to he doesn't call it the Cache of Galadoon, that's obviously something historians call it. He calls it to the implements of adventure that rest here with the body of two of my masters, or bodies of two of my masters.
Okay. Well, what questions do you have?
First, from each of you, individually, who wants to go first? What order shall I ask the questions? From right to left? From right to left. You then, your name, small of stature but huge of spirit.
Sindri.
And Sindri, were you to gain access to the artifacts of this place, what would you use them for?
Personally, I wouldn't use them. I would make sure that they're out of the way of the giants that hold this territory.
Are you sure you wouldn't use them ever?
I don't think I would use them. I don't even know what they are. I'm just, as far as I'm aware, I'm here to protect.
Well, perhaps, maybe they could be useful in the right hands, and maybe the... Hang on a sec, I always forget the name of the group that where is it?
Oh yeah, what's the name of the...
The Noble Chancery, maybe they would want it to go to someone who is worthy to use them once again. Be the bearers of the legends and to carry that mission onward. Would you be willing to do such a thing?
If the purpose was right to do so.
And how do you define right?
Would it be to help people and not be taking it just to gain the power for myself?
A good answer. Then he goes over to Milo and starts speaking in Draconic, as if he instantly knows what he is.
Shae understands Draconic.
Yeah. For those who understand, I think everybody but Thyra understands Draconic.
Yep.
He says in Draconic, no, I'm just kidding.
More Klingon to me, but
Yeah, it did sound like Klingon, didn't it?
Yep.
He says, these companions that you travel with, do they take good care of you? And Milo nods. And then he says, do they seem honorable? And Milo nods. And then he asks, why is it that you do not speak when you should be able to? And Milo responds in Draconic, that you all can hear and understand, except for the ones who can't understand Draconic.
Merrik is translating for Thyra.
Right. Milo says, I don't speak only when I wish to, when it's important to me.
He's just staring at Milo at this point. And in Draconic just says, dude, I've spoke to you before.
He looks up at you and goes,
Shae looks at Mr. Sindri.
That doesn't work.
I told you he's stubborn. But I still love him.
I actively facepalm during this, like,
I think the only person that's not shocked at this is Thyra. Like,
it's just like, oh, come on. He's just, oh, fucking Milo, man. Oh,
then he goes to you, to Shae, and you, carer of the lion's rake. What? I don't know. I was still doing. Sorry, still had a little bit of a wrong accent there. And you, carer of the lion's rake. Wait, did he have an accent? Was he doing? What accent was I doing?
I can't even remember now after healing.
you know, honestly, yeah. Carry on, Stormy.
And I believe he was doing an accent like this. So, and you, carer of the lion drake.
Yeah, that was it.
One day, you and Milo shall be. Well, no, he wouldn't know its name. You and this mystical creature will be very powerful. Would you use the powers of your friend and the relics in this place to harm others?
Oh no, Shae does not have any use that she can think of for the lovely relics that are in this place. Shae is here to support her friends and to support Milo.
Well, what if the ability to support your friends meant using the relics to harm others that were perhaps put themselves in the position of needing to be harmed or deserving of it?
Shae doesn't understand the question.
I'll move along. He's now in front of Thyra. Oh, wait, I forgot to. He would have asked your. Actually, he says, oh, but before I do, tell me your name.
My name is Shae, and this is Milo. He's stubborn, but I love him.
He's a noble creature, and you have an innocent nobility yourself. Then he comes to the tall, blonde, the titanium-haired Thyra and says, you, great warrior, why do you battle?
First, it was to prove myself. But then I swore an oath of justice. I've aligned myself with my friends here. And I wish nothing more than one day to just return home.
All of you have given good answers. And you, finally, I believe you look like a wizard of some kind, yes? What is your name, sir?
Merrik.
Merrik, I sense that you crave power. And your little spirit friend seems to radiate it and exude it.
Don't
What
we
would
all?
you use that power for?
Many a things. I don't take kindly to those who oppress. I will assure you my intentions are just. I more seek knowledge. And with knowledge comes power.
So you seek, that's fascinating. You seek the power because you know that within the power you will find knowledge. Yes?
It is.
Very good. Quite unusual and wonderful. I believe now, after speaking with thee and reading into your souls and looking at you all, that you all would be worthy holders of the artifacts that lie here in this place. And you would be worthy to carry on the traditions of the noble Chancery and the great Galadoon and his friends. But there's one last thing that unfortunately is my charge here. And that is, even if you were obviously corrupt or evil beings, then it would be my joyful duty to slay thee where thee stood. But since you all are obviously worthy, and I have a charge, a noble charge, to protect this place, and only the worthy shall hold it, I still have to challenge thee all to a duel. You must kill me in combat in order to proceed further in this tower. You will find you'll broker no other threats in this tower. I'm your first and last challenge before you will find what you seek above and what I believe you are worthy for. But now you must prove your worth. And don't worry, I am a guardian spirit. Killing me will not be a permanent thing.
That answers the question I was going to ask.
Yes.
Oh no, that
I misunderstood you. Say it again, BT. What'd you say?
I just said that answers the question I was going to ask.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
before our duel, you said Echo was akin to you. What do you mean?
You not know the nature of your friend.
He has his secrets.
What do you see when you look at him with that special eye of yours?
I've never actually really asked. Other
No,
than
you
I know
haven't.
that he radiates, like...
So now that you're thinking about it, your character didn't even think about it before. You just sort of took him for granted. You know, you saw that he looks different under the eye, you know. But you didn't, you just sort of, you know, unconscious it out of, you know, out of your mind. And but looking at him, you realize that sure enough, he shimmers from within, almost like very similar to like he has magical energy at his core that's just surging forth and creating this physical manifestation.
Type of magic.
I want to hear what you said because I'm curious.
I just said, what type of magic?
Yeah. in a lot of ways, to be truthful, I see myself. We are strangely similar, which is why I felt Echo was a fitting moniker for him.
Indeed. For he seems to come forth, he springs forth out of the wellspring of your spirit, of your soul. He's more than just a familiar or animal companion. He is a spirit manifestation of your own id.
It explains a lot. Well, thank you.
My pleasure. If you all need to rest and eat or anything like that before we have our duel, feel free to. Normally, if you are obviously evil grave robbers, I would not offer such a thing, but you have at least earned that respect. If you want to rest in here, you can, or if you'd be more comfortable resting outside, or if you wish to proceed now, I'm here for you.
I am fine with proceeding.
Yeah, look at the team.
Good to go. If you lot are.
Okay, you guys know what to do then. I'll let you get into a position if you want, and then you can get in any position you want right before the stairs, and then after that we can roll initiative.
I am fine where I'm at.
All right. Anybody else want to move?
I would take a couple steps forward.
Right there.
I want to stand like
More in front of
more or less right next to the stairs.
You'd want to be right here.
Further forward one notch.
Here or here?
The second place. Yep.
Okay.
5 feet.
Right there. Okie dokie. Let's go. Roll me some initiatives.
20.
So I'll ask for him. Shae.
18.
Thyra.
11.
Merrik.
18.
Which one of you has the greater dex?
We have the same dex.
Roll off.
9.
17.
Okay. So Merrik is upgraded to a 19. Sindri, you said a 20, right?
Yep.
All right. I just have you guys written out in that order, and it's easier to.
Yep.
All right, Sindri, you're up first.
I am going to start the way that I started on the last one. And I'm going to hit it with Cone of Cold.
Okie dokie.
But I'm going to give it disadvantage on its save.
How's that?
Using my heightened spell.
Ah, okay, spell points, huh?
Yep.
All right.
3 spell points to add disadvantage on its initial save.
Gotcha. Disadvantage rolling a dex save, correct?
Con.
Oh, it's a con save? Oh, okay.
Con save, and it's 19.
19. I missed it by 1.
Hot digging damn. 88.
By the way, Thyra, from the get-go, you have just sensed an aura of goodness from this thing, like of nobleness and holiness. And you just in your like instinctually, even though technically in the book they call them monstrosities, in my mind I view them as monstrous spirits. There are evil Nagas and there are good Nagas, and this is definitely a good one.
I hate my puns. He's Naga gonna tell you that again.
Can you smack him?
Sorry, guys.
No.
Damn it, Edge.
Thank you.
32 ice damage.
32 cold.
Thank you for the raid, Kieran.
Kieran, Lord of Bushido. How's it going? We're in a fight with the Naga, Guardian Naga. Not gonna lie, it's a badass. Sorry.
StarKitty hit
Here
him.
we go.
Like don't make me throw Philip at you.
Okay. So that was Sindri's turn. Any movement from the Sindri?
I'm staying right there.
Okay. Merrik, you're up.
Oh shit.
You can tell it seems to be waiting to the last on purpose. It seems like it's letting you do your take the first shot, and it's almost like an honorable knight saying, "I will give you the first round." Also, I rolled a 1 on its initiative, but
That's funny. Okay. Merrik is gonna. I'm gonna. How? Oh, okay. Hang on. Can I position behind him so I can set up for a flank?
sure. Would you mind moving him?
And how much movement was that?
25.
25. Fantastic. I'm gonna start off with a good old-fashioned shocking grasp.
Okay.
Plus 10 to hit. That would be 18.
To hit,
Yes,
that's a melee spell attack, right?
that is correct.
Yeah. You basically it just slithers out of the way just barely. You don't quite connect.
Bastard. Realizing that, I'm just gonna be like, fine. So as I go to reach to snag him, he slips out of the way. Merrik is just like, all right, snaps his fingers, and then I'll use my quicken spell feature and do a first level magic missile.
Right. How many times per day can you use your quicken spell? Is it a spell point thing, or is it a...
Yeah, so it's spell points, and you gave me twice as many spell points as proficiency.
Okay.
So I'm halfway through my points currently, because I used 2.
Right. And so you're gonna quicken spell and do which spell on him now?
Magic missile.
Oh, okay.
At level
I
1.
mean, that definitely is gonna hit. Roll your damage.
Right, so it's 3. 6.
6 total?
7. 7 total.
Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. Shae, you're up.
But you're so nice. Shay apologizes in advance. And yeah, she's gonna go ahead and take some swings.
Okay.
So I have.
Didn't we establish you have 4 attacks?
The fourth one is my offhand, which would be a bonus action unless I wanted to do something with Milo.
Oh, okay.
So I have at least 3.
Gotcha. So 3
So-
attacks.
First attack. A 19.
Does not hit.
Second attack.
Are you flanking with Merrik?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You are. So you have advantage. Thank you. Jotun!
Well, even a 10
Aries.
and a 4 does not hit.
I didn't hear you,
Second
StarKitty.
attack.
10 and a 4 does not hit.
Sorry.
We're good.
Here's
22.
22 hits.
And then third attack. That's an 18 on the die plus 9.
Okay. 2 hits. Feel free to... Wait, do your weapons do any kind of special damages?
It's the Rapier of Speed that I'm using.
Okay. All right.
So it's just D8 plus 5.
Piercing, right?
Yeah.
There's no okay. No eldritch
So-
energies on it or
No.
anything. Okay. So
No.
you just add up all the damage and give it to me at once then.
So 2d8 plus 10. And I rolled 2 4s. Or 2 2s. So that's 14 points of damage.
Alrighty.
Bonus action. Milo! Come a little closer, please.
Oh, that's it? You just
Yeah.
have him move over there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, Thyra, you're up.
I'm gonna bonus action do my radiant consumption.
Okay. That's a 10-foot radius around here, or 15? I always forget.
10.
Okay, 10. And then I'm assuming you're going to get into melee range with it?
Correct.
Okay. And it's right at the right in your radius. So.
And then I will swing. 19 does not hit. $21.
That's a hit.
Uh, 15 points of damage.
Okay.
And then at the end of my turn, it takes an additional 3 points of radiant damage.
Right. So far, it looks like all of your damages have been effective. There hasn't been any kind of reduction from what you can see. And then it says, "Well struck, all of you. My turn." Then it is going to.
I just imagined it saying, "Bloody good show, old chap."
That is the kind of in a way.
Really quick, am I within 5 feet of Shae?
Yeah. Within 5 feet, or no? You're 10 feet away from her.
I would shift over, so I'm 5 feet away.
Okay.
Turkey dog.
It's awkward because he's technically a large, but so. Okay. Don't get caught. Don't get caught. You're supposed to be in my pocket. What happened to you? Would you get out of my pocket? All right.
Nope, I've slid over the side.
The Naga turns its eyes to Shae, since it's like direct in her line of sight. She and Thyra, but turns its eyes to Shae, and its eyes flash glowing, just like it did with the true sight. But this time it's a different color and it's a different spell that's activating. I'm gonna let the arcane spellcasters roll an arcane knowledge to see if they know what this is. While you are going to be doing a wisdom saving throw.
Is this
You
a
get
charm
a-
spell?
You're an elf, aren't you? Never mind, it wouldn't target you. It's way too smart for that. It's going to look at Thyra. And
26 on the arcane.
and Merrik,
27.
27. Both of you recognize this as a Gios, which is a really high level kind of charm person. Not really high level, it's 5th level, but
What am I making?
you're making a wisdom saving throw.
12.
Okay. You have been Giosed. The guardian Naga now tells you, go over there and sit this one out. And you feel compelled to do so. Now, I'm going to tell you about the spell real quick. You place a magical command on a creature that you can see within range, forcing it to carry out some service or refrain from some action or course of activity as you decide. If the creature can understand you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration. While the creature is charmed by you, it takes 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner directly counter to your instructions, but no more than once each day. A creature that can't understand you is unaffected by this. I don't understand what that meant, but no more than once each day. You can issue any command you choose, serve an activity that results in certain death. Should you issue a suicidal command, the spell ends. You can get rid of the spell. He can get rid of it with an action, or a remove curse, greater restoration, or wish spell also ends it. So basically, he's commanding you to sit this one out. And
I can fight it, you said?
What?
You said I could fight it?
Yeah, you can technically resist it, which is weird. I need to see what people talk, because this is different in 3.5 and advanced. This is so different than the old school D&D. 5e Gios. I just want to see what they talk about it in the how they talk about it in the forums. Because it seems to be that oh, interesting. That's weird.
I'm gonna grab another can of pop while you're looking this up.
So this is extra weird because saying this spell has a 1 minute casting time, so it's like something that you would cast on somebody out of combat. because obviously you're not going to try and cast this on somebody in combat. That would be ridiculous. Which is a lot different than the old days. Plus, it makes it out like it's a shock collar. Basically, if they try and disobey you, they take 5d10 psychic damage. But then after that, they can just continue to disobey you, which makes the spell like super weak and crappy.
But that's once per day, isn't it? So technically, if you gave them a long-lasting curse, they would have to do it every day of their life, or take that damage
No,
once a
like,
day.
so it has some limitations. Let me, its duration is 30 days. If you cast it at 7th or higher level, then the duration is a year.
Similar to this, like, mass suggestion that I can take, but obviously just for one person.
What's the casting time on mass suggestion? Do you know?
Give me 2 seconds and I will be able to know. One action. One action,
okay.
60 foot range, and duration's 24 hours on that. Or if you
Yeah,
upcast it,
I'm.
increases in time.
I could either do one of two things. I could say that it has the special ability of casting this as an action, which seems cheaty, or I'm just going to retcon everything I just did, which I kind of am leaning towards, just because they ruined the spell. Oh well. I guess it's meant for different purposes. So, it irks me when they make such massive changes. Like it's like, why? You just anyway. I'm gonna have it just cast Flame Strike instead. I know that doesn't take. If that takes 1 minute, then I'm just like gonna do something else. Good, it's not. So it's a 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point with it. He's just gonna fill this whole room with a flame strike, hitting himself as well. Everybody roll me a dexterity saving throw. Everyone,
Doesn't work.
Shae, what'd you get?
22.
Okay, Sindri.
Well,
Okay, Thyra.
26.
Okay, and Merrik.
20.
All right. And you had over 20?
Mhm.
Okay. So Sindri is the only one who fails. Everyone else is going to take half damage. It's half fire and half radiant. So actually, I need to break this up for some of you.
I've got
Especially
fire
Thyra.
resistant.
Thyra, you're resistant to radiant and fire?
Correct.
All right, so you just are going to take half of all of it. It'll be simpler. But you're
Resistant to fire.
resistant to fire. All right, I'm going to do this for Sindri first. So 11 fire, which means you're only taking 6 fire, Sindri.
What's the DC for this?
Hang on. And then 16 radiant for you, Sindri.
What's the DC for this? 'Cause I forgot to roll for Milo. Save.
And the DC's 19.
Milo doesn't make it.
Okay. So he takes 16 radiant, and well, how much fire did I say?
So it was
BT?
11 fire, 16 radiant is what you rolled at max.
So that's the roll. So yeah, for everybody who like Thyra, basically, you're gonna take. Wait a minute. So you have
So-
resistance. So you're gonna take half damage.
I'm going to take half damage of half,
Right.
like a quarter damage.
Yeah. So 16 and 11 is 27. Half of that is like 13. And then half of that is like 7. Actually, 6. I think you round down.
It's 18, I think, is the total damage for half. 18, 19.
Half of 16 is 8. Half of 11 is 6. Up together.
What did I say?
2 separate damages.
16 and 11, so.
Yeah, 16 and 11, which is 27. And half of that is... oh yeah, so half of that is 13, right? Because you round down in 5th ed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you round down again, so it's 6. So Thyra's taken 6 damage. Sindri, you took, like I said, half of...
I took 22 total.
16. You took 8, and then you took... Because you made... Oh no, you failed your save. All right, so you took...
Yeah, I took 22 damage in total.
Right, okay. And then you made your save, so... And you don't have any resistances to fire or radiant, so you just take half of the 27, which is the 13. And Merrik, same thing. 13.
Then Milo takes full.
And Milo took, full.
Yeah, he got a 16 on his deck save.
Gotcha. Okay.
Did you add the +3? Because he's within 10 feet of me.
Even with the +3, it's only a 19. He needed a
Gotcha.
20 or higher.
No, the DC is 19.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I rolled a 14. He gets a +2
Dex
from
is the
his
only-
dex.
Oops.
What, huh?
Oh, Tantan and
That's
Eps.
red.
Oh my god, it's Tantan Epsilons. Hello. Arigato gozaimasu for the raids.
Doubleheader.
Jay, welcome to New Raiders.
Alright, so
I
done now.
appreciate you guys for joining us tonight.
It's a treat. Welcome in. Appreciate you all. Everyone go check out Tantan Tater and Epsilons. I'm looking forward to spending some time with them this evening, and you guys will be seeing them this coming Wednesday in the evening time. It's going to be a later episode because of their time zone. Yeah, just come check us out. We're going to be playing their first ever D&D experience, and I'm super looking forward to it. Thank you, Tantan. All right. Now, where were we? That was the Naga's turn. So now we're back to the top of the round. Sindri. Sarah,
You're annoyed at getting toasted.
yeah. Sarah, your glow is not
It's on her turn.
a concentration, right?
No.
Just making sure.
Thank you for the resub, Tantan.
Yeah, so annoyed at being toasted, Sindri is gonna cast Immolation. And he's gonna do the same again and impose disadvantage using his points.
Alrighty. And this one's a deck save?
This one is a deck save, yeah.
Wow. Rolled an 18 and a 19 on the dies. It will make it saves.
Yeah, 19's the pass.
Yeah. I mean, he also has bonuses to add to the roll, so. This creature has some of the best saves of a monster I've ever seen. It basically has proficiency in every saving throw except strength, which is crazy.
Oh, shouldn't have told me that. Just kidding.
Yes, it is going great, Tantan. I appreciate you.
15 fire damage you take. 30 total.
15 fire damage. All right. He seems to take the full damage. And anything else, Sindri?
I'm gonna move my way around the outside of For the sake of you moving around, follow Thyra's radius round.
We're here?
Yep, that'll do.
And you can move 30?
I can indeed.
Okay.
Thanks to my magic boots.
Right, I thought so. Okie dokie. Pokey. Merrik.
I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at 4th level. So a total of 5 rays with a +10 to hit, and they'll each do 2d6 fire. What you see is like, I know in the context of like our actual movement, I won't be moving 5 feet back, but like there's like this half step back. Merrik kind of like flings his hands up in the air, and you see what look like little bits of feathers go flying up. They get white hot, and then you watch him as he streaks them down. So he's kind of seeming like he's casting up and then crisscrossing them. So the first one.
Yeah, roll 5 times, right?
Yep. So 24.
1 hit.
22.
Second hit.
22.
Third hit.
29.
Fourth hit.
And that is a 12. Last one misses.
Last one misses. So 4 of them hit.
Yep.
That's not bad. 8d6.
4, 6. Can I borrow 1d6, please? Thank you. Oh, it's the nice one.
I always make sure that you.
I know, and I get so excited every time I get the nice dice. Sorry, I couldn't resist. My bad. Your dice rolled really, really well. I liked it.
You look so rude as I'm handling your dice, Druid.
Mhm.
What?
You look so nervous about him handling your dice.
Yeah.
Might return cursed. Who knows?
It's not me touching
More
him,
like
Jesus.
blessed. Have you seen his rolls? His initiative rolls? That dude is the hottest roller I've ever seen.
I don't know what you're talking about. So I
Sindri
have
definitely
5,
does.
10, 15, 2, 4, 6, 21 damage total.
I roll that back that my character looks up from the paper and looks at me going, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah, that's it.
Shae, you're up.
Shay's going to swing again.
Swing, swing, swing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, swing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 19 plus 9.
Okay. Hit.
21.
That hits.
Uh, 17.
Does not hit.
I went from rolling 2 2s last round to 2 7s this round, so it's 24 points of damage. Yeah, Shae will ask Milo to transform and take a couple swings.
All right. You're gonna have him
Moves closer.
move closer, and he transforms from this little guy. This not little guy.
Yeah.
That biggin.
Mm-hmm.
So Milo's bite first.
Mm-hmm.
22
Yeah, that hits.
and claw. No, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
So just his bite at 2d10. Jeez. 2d10 plus 4. $11 points of damage.
Gotcha. Alrighty, well done. Anything else?
That is it.
Miss Thyra.
I will bonus action become large.
This is not what she looks like, but it's the closest thing that we have in size, and it looks badass, so this is what we picked.
And then I will swing. 29 to hit for the first attack.
That's one hit.
And 15 for the second, so the second attack misses.
Mm-hmm.
I will do a level 1 Divine Smite.
Sure. Divine Smite does what kind of damage?
Radiant.
Radiant.
Just making sure. I think you can choose necrotic or radiant depending on what kind of. No?
Yeah, but I'm not a fallen ASMR.
No, I know you're not fallen. I thought when you're making your character, you like if you were evil, an evil paladin, can't it be necrotic instead of radiant? Or am I wrong about that?
No, Oathbreaker Paladin doesn't do necrotic on its.
Oh, okay.
27 points of damage.
27. Okay. So anything else?
No, that's it.
At the end of your turn, it takes another 3 points of damage. Radiant
Correct.
from your aura.
Correct.
Oops. Oh, minus that. Minus that. All right. The Guardian Naga says, "Good show. I haven't felt the sting of a good smite in a long time." And for that, it bites you and spits poison at Sindri. Attack on Thyra. Tracy.
21.
Gotcha. So a 26 should hit against Sindri. Sindri, what's your AC?
It's 23, but if I see poison coming my way, I am gonna shield without a shadow of a doubt.
Okay. So it would have hit, but you use a spell slot to cast shield and protect yourself from the poison spit. For Thyra,
Ew, that's
From its-
grody. Shield.
yeah, from its bite, you only take 5 points of piercing. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I failed
Oh, how do you know?
because I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. Can I borrow 2d8, please? Scary when the DM runs out of dice, huh? There it is. So you're gonna take all of this poison damage. Wow. That's a lot of 1s and 2s. That's crazy. Okay.
That's what I'm like when I roll big spells.
That's insane. I
I
literally
go, cool, I
rolled.
hit with the big spell.
I literally
Does it
rolled
happen to be
4
damage?
1s and 2 2s, and then the rest are decent. But like these over here were crazy. The ones that she gave me, I rolled 15 just from those. But see, 15, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 30. So 33 points of poison damage. Thank you. And with the wink at the end of his turn, with a wink, he looks at you and says, "Don't worry, I'll heal any lingering poison once you've killed me." And just the friendliest duelist you guys have ever, friendliest creature you guys have ever fought. Now, that was its turn, so now we're back to the top of the round. Sindri.
I am going to. Fuck it. I'm gonna psychic glance it. And once again, impose disadvantage on its save.
All right. Is that a intelligence saving throw?
Intelligence. Yeah. I imagine he's got a pretty good intellect.
He does, but I'm rolling a disadvantage, and one of the dice was a 1, so.
Woohoo! So
Yeah,
he's
he's gonna
stunned for an entire round.
He'll be stunned for an entire round and take
7d6. This is where I follow suit from what you just did and roll a load of 1s and 2s.
Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe roll a lot of 7s and 8s. I mean, the chances are just as high to roll those as they are to roll 1s and 2s.
22 psychic damage.
All right.
And it's stunned until the start of my next turn.
Right. Shae, you're up. No, sorry, Merrik, you're up.
Is there any position that I can be in and move where a straight line does not touch any of my friends? I want to cast Lightning Bolt, but I can't quite tell if I can get in a position that clears everybody.
Not with Thyra in her current size. The problem is if you go over here to avoid Thyra, you're going to hit Sindri. There's nowhere.
Okay.
That's what I'm like for casting Fireball. Is just like, nope, I haven't cast it for so long.
Yeah, it's true you haven't.
All right. Well, in that case, he's gonna get a. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do this. He's gonna get a nice little 1-2. So for my bonus action, I'm going to quicken spell catapult, but I'm going to catapult the extended element that is on my dagger that I've made the short sword. Never had the opportunity to use it yet.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's gonna, Sindri's gonna hear that click that has plagued him for so long, and then catapult, 4th level. It's stunned and he can't use a dex save.
Correct.
Not while stunned.
Cool. So that'll be 6d8 damage.
Okay.
Where's my d8s? That's Nope. Nope. D8, D8. Biscuits. How do I only have 2 D8s? What? I need to find out what happened to the rest of my dice. Oh, there we go. All right. 29 damage total off that. And now that it's no longer a short sword, that front end blasted off, and then Merrik is going to follow it up with his action to swing twice with the dagger. Extra attack when I take the attack action. But I used my quicken spell for catapult.
Okay.
So that's
Is the dagger magical?
+1 dagger. And that would be a 20 total, and then 16 plus 8 is 24.
Both hit.
Cool. So that in total will be 2d4 plus 8. That'll be 5 plus 8. So 20 or 13.
13.
13 damages.
Cool. All right. Shae, you're up.
Okay, Shae is going to swing. I
Swing,
rolled two
swing.
10s. 19
19.
total.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Does that hit?
No.
Okay.
Just shy.
Second attack. What is it with me and rolling doubles? I rolled two 18s this time.
Okay. That hits.
I've just realised it isn't stunned; it's incapacitated.
Well,
Which is
stunned.
slightly
Yeah.
worse than stunned, isn't it?
Yeah. So stunned. So when you're. Oh, so it says incapacitated instead
Yeah.
of stunned? Okay. That is different.
I had it in my head stunned from the last thing that got hit by.
Well, I think stunned actually. Let me see. First off, I just want to look at stunned. Well, no, incapacitated just means they can't take actions or reactions. So, but stunned, you're also incapacitated. So you're saying it's only incapacitated. It's not stunned.
Yeah.
That means it would have been able to make the saving throws. So the spell says
That'd be
incapacitated, or the spell says stunned.
Let me double check because I've copied it as incapacitated, which I presume.
Also, when
is,
it's stunned, attack rolls have advantage against it. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
But
I don't
you're-
think it's stunned. It's incapacitated.
I'm not going to retcon it.
Incapacitated. Sorry, that's my fuck up.
That's all right. We'll remember for the future. It's an easy mistake to make, dude. But the thing is that like it's almost like it's letting the incapacitation of what happened be stronger. Like it literally is letting itself be stunned. So it really is stunned. So
Third attack was a 16 total. I rolled a 7 and a 4.
gotcha. So,
Just one hit.
but you have advantage, right? Oh,
Yeah.
you were doing advantage, yeah.
So just one hit.
Mhm.
That's 10 points of damage.
Okay, and then Milo.
Milo is going to bite and claw.
He has advantage
Oh, he does.
because it's stunned.
It's a 16 plus
It's
7.
like
23 for the first.
like
for the bite?
a girl pretending to be drunk.
23 for the bite. And then claw.
Wait, so the bite, as soon as he bites into him, he, your minimum damage is enough to finish it. It basically kind of, its physical form pops, you hear a popping sound. Its physical form vanishes in a poof, and there's just sort of this glowing snake, this glowing Kundalini-like snake before you guys. Ah, very well. You all were honorable warriors, and honestly, I believe you would have given the noble chancery quite a challenging fight. And you all have earned your keep and earned your reward. And I thank thee for entertaining an old spirit after all this time. Here, let me take care of your wounds. And with that, it starts casting Cure Wounds on all of you, just getting all your wounds healed up.
Toilet break.
Toilet break? Okay.
Well,
This is
since it's
actually,
time as
BT, this is a perfect time since you just defeated the creature. Yeah, we will take a break, 10-minute break, guys. Thank you for all you raiders for coming in, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Enjoy the intermission. Intermission montage to entertain you.
It's gonna be a montage.
Someone clip that. Ooh, that's clever. Man, high five me. Do it like,
Which
wait, am I going
yeah, that one. Dude, I'd like to say I was 100% not trying to remake that clip, but I genuinely had no freaking idea because this is a new scene.
Someone clip that. All right.
Fuck.
Rada's like, wait, let me help you. Let me help you. Blessings of goo upon you. I can give you guidance.
It's an extra D4, right?
I hope someone clips that. Yeah, I believe it's an extra D4 for guidance, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for the 50.
I dropped the dice. All right, 18.
I'm gonna do the there.
Are you doing the monkey toast thing?
Did you guys see that?
Yeah. We all saw that.
I'm sure somebody's gonna clip it now.
$5? No, just,
Huh?
that'll be $5. Thank No, just kidding.
Has come in handy. Somewhat. I didn't know fighting would be this much fun. I'm looking forward to what happens next. P.S. Journal, why does Miss Thyra's sword call her Dommy Mommy? I'm not sure I know what that means.
Oh, I'm so glad I muted. I knew I had to myself.
Oh, shit.
I broke everybody, including me.
Better every week. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh man.
Athletics check to keep from being pushed back by the momentum of a 40-pound, sack of gnome being thrown at you. Sack of gnome.
At least you didn't say the gnome sack.
Gnome sack.
Oh, that's funny because that's what I was about to say.
Someone
yeah.
don't clip that.
Alright, and the
Ow.
Ross moment has ended.
Eating my butt. Freaking chair.
Thyra's gonna walk up next to Sindri and just look down at him and go, "Uppies?"
It was it's weird because it's you feel it, but you feel it coming from it. It's not like you felt it. You felt the experience of it, and it's the same kind of relief of, wow, I've been working so hard out in the field and I'm so hungry, and you eat a meal, or I just, had some great sex. It's just one of those kinds of feelings. It's just like, oh.
You see how short Druid is in your chair.
Say less.
This is,
Here, let me-
I love it. This is awesome.
Yeah.
By the way, I do want to say I love the scarf you've chosen for today, buddy. It looks amazing with your outfit.
Oh damn, you tall.
Very tall, very fashionable. Holy crap! Wow, it really does cut off like.
It looks like Druid's so far in the background.
She's only right there.
She looks miniature now, like she's she's like a half a mile behind you.
Jay has a super semi-unimportant question not related to anything.
Yes, Shae.
Absolutely.
What is milk toast?
Honestly, that is a.
That is a good question. I don't know what milk toast is.
Not a clue.
What? You guys are a bunch of ignoramuses. Milk toast is toast drowning in milk. Glowing a bluish color. And it's built
The same color?
It's built into the wall sconce as well.
The same color, the same blue glow.
Emmeline turns to look at the wall sconce and go, "Hey, Fern."
And it doesn't give off any heat.
Fern is sneaking up towards the top behind Miss Ray.
I'm like, Fern, is this the same color?
It is the same color, it's the same blue glow.
Thank you for indulging us there, Druid.
You're welcome.
She was the one who screwed him over twice.
Oh, yeah, no, totally.
He hates her most of all. And, yeah.
Did you see the little spider legs go?
You see little spider poop come out?
Oh, you made me silk.
Inflict wounds, chromatic orb, burning hands, armor of Agathis, command, entangle, thunderwave.
Why would anyone want their hands to burn?
God damn it.
I was alright with that until it just went, God damn it.
Yeah. Because I almost just.
See StarKitty laughing at her own joke.
I almost spit coffee everywhere. Thank you.
I was laughing at the reaction.
Shae, listen.
So you have defeated. Oh, and I didn't even whip it out. I had a figure for the scarecrow. It's not an actual scarecrow, but it looks kind of like a scarecrow. I'll show it off.
Broke
you guys.
BT.
I did.
Yes.
Whip it out, baby.
I think I know what comic.
It's about proud.
All right.
Just we need to breeze.
I think you broke Aries too.
I think Aries broke Aries.
The wang of Stormkeep.
What?
Can we get that on a t-shirt?
Can I yeet the gnome?
So it depends on where you want to yeet, but yes, you could yeet him.
Directly
you could yeet him over
at
to him
Merrik.
to catch, or you could
Straight
yeet him to one of these
Merrik.
squares.
No, I want directly at Merrik.
Tonight's episode 74, comes about because of last week's episode 73. And it's a
And before episode 75.
okay,
Power for that one.
That's right. So
Okay, Storm is still processing.
Yeah, I'm still processing that episode.
I need to get with my producer and get this one fired. No, I'm just kidding.
What are you talking about? I am a producer.
Right? I don't know if you can use the processing ability. Oh, he tricked me. Damn it.
I applaud you, BT. Applaud you.
What a dick.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch the tip
You're
too.
gonna touch the tip?
You're going to touch the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
So
Yeah.
the tip of your finger to the tip of the sword. Tip to tip. You give it a little poke.
Because we're
You give it a
sword
little
fighting.
poke.
Okay.
God, someone's going to clip this. I fucking know it. All right.
Okay, this is Fern talking, okay? The best part about it is that you could put a little dice in his mouth. And it looks extra derpy. You can't really tell. Stop to hide your face.
I'm about to spit my tea out.
You're gonna get along with Merrik really well, I think.
Jay's just kind of standing there going,
Oh, yeah. I'll get along with Merrik. I'll get along. He's good. He's good. He's a good guy, I guess. You know, he's got that creative flair for shit. You know, I like the creative people. They got the impulse. You know, they got that creative juices flowing. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, yeah, definitely. And oh, look at this. I love my new master. She's awesome. Look at her. She's just tough on everything. She's my dommy mommy. Oh yeah. And then over there, oh my God, look at that sexy little beast. Look at that sexy little Sindri. Look at you. Boy, you're so hot. I'll bet you got a third leg under there, don't you? You know what I'm saying?
oh man, Tom, you're awesome.
Yes, he is.
Say poor fate. Talking shit? How dare you talk shit? I will end you.
Now the creature, it goes.
Lord of potatoes.
You know, it took me a moment to process this. Yep, I said it. But
I just had this intense urge to just like pet you, like this. So, intrusive thoughts.
I just can't right now.
as she says that to you, and you all are processing what you're experiencing, I got myself on that one.
It's the best word for it, though.
The
13.
Considering we would be.
correct, because
You
you
know
will
how hard it is to get this accent?
I know, I'm sorry, I
For
love
me,
you.
I struggle with it.
Sorry.
I struggle with it so much that I do it on my outside of this.
That's how I was with Tom.
I know.
Okay?
Oh,
You guys are
This is the color
amazing.
blue.
You're
This is what I've been seeing. It's the same color. It's the same blue blood.
someone
it's the
flip
same
that.
grain. It's the same grain hair. Oh.
You guys should try high fives again.
We're good right now. Wait. Oh, I got it that time. Boom. We'll leave you with a fun intermission montage to entertain you.
It's gonna be a montage.
Someone clip that. Ooh, that's clever. Man, high five me. Do it like.
Which
Wait, am I going right?
Yeah, that one. Dude, I'd like to say I was 100% not trying to remake that clip, but I genuinely had no freaking idea because this is a new scene.
Someone clip that. All right.
Fuck.
Brother's like, wait, let me help you. Blessings of goo upon you. And he gives you guidance.
It's an extra D4, right?
I hope someone clips that. Yeah, I believe it's an extra D4 for guidance, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for the 50.
I dropped the dice. All right, 18.
I'm gonna do the there.
Are you doing the monkey toast thing?
Did you guys see that?
Yeah. We all saw that.
I'm sure somebody's gonna clip it now.
$5? No, just.
Huh?
That'll be $5. No, just kidding.
Has come in handy. Somewhat. I didn't know fighting would be this much fun. I'm looking forward to what happens next. P.S. Journal, why does Miss Thyra's sword call her Dommy Mommy? I'm not sure. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I'm so glad I muted. I knew I had to myself.
Oh, shit.
I broke everybody, including
It's
me.
better every week. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh man.
Athletics check to keep from being pushed back by the momentum of a 40-pound, sack of gnome being thrown at you. Sack of gnome.
At least you didn't say the gnome sack.
Gnome sack.
Oh, that's funny because that's what I was about to say.
Someone don't clip that.
Alright, and the Bob Ross moment has ended.
Eating my butt. Freaking chair.
Thyra's gonna walk up next to Sindri and just look down at him and go, "Uppies?"
It was it's weak seeing until the other folks come back, especially since it still shows the map too. So hello everybody. We got a lounging playgirl over there ready for his magazine shots. That was good, dude. I love it. and look, his little companion, his little minion over there. Oh, he disappeared off screen.
Yep, you can just see the snoot.
Show them that Hollywood headshot that you took of him a second ago. That is so good.
Ha!
That's a great shot.
We also have plenty of embarrassing pictures of Naboo too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really good pick. I agree.
Like this pathetic creature.
Oh my god. Yeah, I see. I do see the pathetic creature, his hand in the background, and he's there with a dog. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding, dude. I couldn't help it. By the way, Mr. Hildy, big hugs to you. I'm sorry you're going through roughness, but hang in there, man. You're a good soul, and it will get better. You're strong. You got this.
Rock-a-donk.
Drunken dog, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing good, Kieran. Thanks for asking.
Super
You
good.
could always be worse. You could be the person who was scared of Naboo today.
True.
Yeah, that would be. That's somebody who'd be scared of a cutie pie like that is just living a sad existence.
Yes, Kieran.
Imagine.
I accidentally burned my fingers with my incense burner today. Ooh, that sucks. Hang in there, buddy. Ow.
I mean, you are
trying to put it out?
you are a pyro, so
I mean, that's true.
comes with the territory.
Yep.
It does come with the territory.
About to say it makes sense.
Oh
Go
no!
get some sleep, Hildy man.
Elvish wouldn't sleep for most of. Oh, Elvin wouldn't sleep
Elvin.
for most of it. So oh man. I am apparently incense. You have become one with the incense. Oh.
He's afraid of dogs. Yeah, the
You're the little
person they
ceramic
sent
one.
to inspect my house today from the landlord, they were scared of dogs. They saw Naboo and started backing away from the front door. It's like, why would you not have that listed that you're scared of dogs so the landlord wouldn't send you to a house with a dog?
Yeah.
Your landlord knows you have a dog,
Congratulations,
right?
Pelicanin.
Yep.
Well, that inspector needs to start asking the right questions.
Thank you for sharing your love, Mr. H. We appreciate you.
Puppies.
Is that Stark Pistol?
It is
Whoa.
Dark Pistol.
Hello. You passed all your exams.
Nice. Congrats, Dark Pistol.
V for victory. Rylar dab.
Time to fire that cannon.
Keep in mind if we have dog wides in beagle pups and mom beagles.
Imagine being
Unlurk.
scared of a baby.
Welcome back from the shadows there, Vlad. Perfect timing too, because everybody's back. Are you guys ready to continue the adventure? Okay.
Come,
So,
let us party like it was 1999.
so you all stand now. I'm sure that you all, drop all your effects and go back to regular form and all that stuff. And the Naga, again now it's in more of a glowy spirit form, says, "Thank you all for coming. I'm grateful that, especially since you all defeated me quite easily, I might add. I'm grateful that you all seem to be honorable and noble, and I believe you will be great shepherds of the relics that the noble chancery has left behind. And thank you all for releasing me from my contract. I wish you all the best on your endeavors, and keep compassion in your heart and justice on the mind. Good day to you. You will find what you are looking for on the 3rd floor." And then it just kind of dissipates before you.
Shae waves goodbye.
Toodaloo.
So you all make your way. I'm just going to exposition it because just to be on the safe side, you carefully, travel through the tower and, just in case. But there are no traps. There's no more locks. There's no more magic. There's no more guardians or enemies. On this bottom floor, that door leads to basically a small dining hall and kitchen, kind of mixed together in one room. Obviously, it's old and shut down, and there's nothing of use. And they didn't even leave anything in there that would be rotting. It's just empty. And then you move on to the 2nd floor where you find a training room and 2 bedrooms. And then you move on to the 3rd floor where you find 2 more bedrooms, a library, and a ladder leading up to the top of the tower, which would probably be where they did some sort of magical experiments or just sat on the veranda. One of the rooms in the 3rd floor is, and all of the rooms are the same size and the same accoutrements, as it were. They obviously believed in minimalism and also in equity, because they were all very, very similar, right? Obviously, one of them from the legends was the leader, but that was because it's best to have somebody as the leader, but that doesn't mean you don't make democratic decisions even when you have a leader leading you, right? And that leader was Galadun, and you all enter his chamber. Of course, on that in a way you could almost argue there is a sort of a tier system, but you think it was just coincidence or whatnot, because it was the top floor that had the bedrooms of Galadun of Galadun and Baldric, or excuse me, and Breton. So, yeah.
I have a cunning plan.
What was that, BT?
I'm just thinking of Baldric from Blackadder.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, well, I misread something and just spoiled something, but that's all right. Because you're about to find it. You do find the mummified remains of both of the men in their beds, just like in your vision, BT. And you find in Galadun's room all of the gear that they had left behind in both the armoire and the chest. And I'm gonna first tell you about the regular magical gear before I tell you about the special items. The only other place that you do find some stuff, which will be very interesting to a certain someone, is in one of the second floor rooms. You find in a desk an old spell book and a tube of 6 scrolls. And I honestly forgot to fill those out, so we'll do that at the end. I'll kind of do it random and we'll play with it. But the items that you find in the armoire, in the basically the that's what you call it, right? There's another name for it, where it's like a closet, but it's a tall.
No, it's an armoire.
Yeah, armoire.
Is it? Okay. I could have sworn there was also another name for it, but anyway, you find a breastplate. All of these are in remarkable quality. A little bit of dust, and that's about it. Remarkable quality. Very beautiful and intricate, interesting designs. A breastplate, a set of bracers, leather bracers, a cloak, a ring, a greatsword, a warhammer, a shield, and a longbow. But in the chest are the 4, basically, what I like to view it in D&D terms is like an artifact is like the upper tier of magical items, right? In 5th ed, that's still the case. Artifacts are the upper tier. And then you have your common, uncommon, rare, very rare, and legendary, right? Well, what you just found is in between legendary and artifacts. It's something I call relics. In a way, you could argue that when Thyra first encountered Raven's Edge, he is or was a relic, but as she grows in power, he apparently grows in power, and he's eventually going to outstrip just being a relic. Seems likely anyway. But the Cache of Galadoon, you all, there is in the back of one of the levels, there is also a guest room, I guess a couple of guest rooms, like a barracks guest room, like a single barracks guest room, and it's in serviceable condition despite being 300 years old, and a little bit dusty, obviously. But it's a perfect place to rest and sleep for the night before you head back, before you do your thing. And you can also take this time to identify all of these items. No?
My eye just does that.
What?
My eye does that.
So you're really quiet all of a sudden for some reason. Is your mic on?
Muted.
I think he's still muted.
Oh, I forgot to unmute. Sorry.
That's okay.
My eye does the identify. I don't need to cast the spell anymore.
That's right. You don't even need to cast the spell
in the
anymore.
sense of sit down and discuss and go.
So
what is
the
it?
eye will identify all of the items that I shared with you first, but your eye only sees how incredibly powerful and magical these relics are. You're going to need to either cast Identify or Legend Lore. You can do Identify on each of them, or one Legend Lore with him focusing on all 4 of them surrounding him. Excuse me, all 5 of them. There are 5 items.
Gotcha. Okay.
There are 5 items. The 5 relics that were in the chest are this beautiful, gorgeous, Spartan stylized, open-faced helm. Does everybody know what that kind of looks like? Okay, good.
Yep.
There is a really fancy, not fancy, that's the wrong way of putting it, but beautifully crafted dark leather belt. It's basically a baldric, like a thick belt. It's called a baldric. That's why, that's what I read, BT, when I was misreading. There is a gorgeous staff, and the staff seems to have like parts of it are made of glass or crystal, and parts of it are made of some sort of bone or ivory, and at the end it's like it almost like is the mouth of a dragon, like really fascinating looking. There is a just gorgeous and gaudy ring, and there is a very elegant but fairly plain tunic. So that was 5 things, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's start off with the magical gear that you found in the armoire first. The breastplate is a +1 breastplate. The bracers are bracers of armor 4.
So +4 armor.
Right. Now, obviously, they won't work if you're wearing armor, but you know the armor would supersede that. And also they wouldn't stack with if you cast mage armor on yourself, if that makes sense. So they basically do the same. So there's a cloak of protection +1. The cloak is a cloak protection +1. The ring is a ring of protection +2. Again, this is not the fancy stuff. This is just the. I mean, it's all nice. It's all good quality. It's just not the relics. The greatsword is a +2 greatsword, and it appears to be made out of orichalcum. Right? It wasn't orichalcum in this world, or was it?
Oh
mithril?
no, mine was mithril.
Okay, sorry. It's made of. Yeah, it's made of mithril. And so is the breastplate.
Yeah, mithril.
Yeah, make a note of that. The breastplate is mithril, and the greatsword is mithril. There's a +1 warhammer. It is not mithril. It's just nice steel. There's a +1 shield, and it also is not mithril. And finally, there's a the longbow is a +2 longbow, and it's a obviously made of some sort of high-end oak. Oh, thanks, Rusty. Big stormy hugs to you, buddy. So now I'm just going to go down, because I'm assuming that Sindri would cast Legend Lore that night while you all are there waiting, and have the relics all around him so that he could just do a vision on them. Yeah?
Yeah, once Merrik had said that he couldn't obtain what they were through his eye.
Right. He does. Yeah, he lets you know that that they're powerful enough that the eye, it can see the magic, it just can't identify everything about them. So. That's funny. I'm going to just start off with the first one. What this mission has been all about, the Cache of Galadoon. This is the Great Helm of Galadoon the Brilliant. That's actually the title of the item. The Great Helm of Galadoon the Brilliant. And you'll want to write these in like separate things, because they have quite a few abilities. So they're almost like write them as if separate blocks if you want. The Great Helm of Galadoon the Brilliant, first off, just wearing it gives you +1 to your AC and your saving throws. And it stacks even if you're wearing like a Ring of Protection or a Cloak of Protection or other armor or whatever. It just, the helmet itself gives an additional +1 to AC and saves. It also sheds dim light to 30 feet when there are undead or demons present in that area and causes 1d6 radiant damage to them.
What's the range? 10 feet?
30 feet.
30 feet.
The helm also provides a +4 bonus to the wearer's strength. All of these are special relics that can only be attuned by specialized characters. This can only be attuned by a fighter, barbarian, or paladin.
And it's just 1d6 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a constant 1d6 when they're in the 30-foot radius, so it's pretty good. Every round, yeah. So the next is going to be the Baldric of Breton the Wise, and that's Breton with 2 T's. You know, since I used Basislin as the the Baldric of Breton the Wise. This is a belt that grants its wearer continuous freedom of movement and can cast the spell once per day on others. It also provides the effects of the evasion rogue feat. +2 to wisdom.
What to wisdom?
+2.
And +1 to AC and saves. Again, it stacks with anything else. It must be attuned by a cleric, druid, or ranger. The next item is the staff. The staff of Jorval the Enigmatic, and that's Jorval. It provides +1 to AC and saves, +2 to charisma, and the luck feat. Now keep in mind, for BT who does, for anybody, you got, I mean, this is the first time for BT, that's why I'm saying it. House rule of the luck feat is, in the book it says you can use it 3 times per day. That's just too OP, it's once per day. But this staff, the staff of Jorval the Enigmatic, also acts as a Pearl of Power L5. So it can store up to 5 levels of spells in it, whether it's a 5th level spell or 5 one level spells or whatever.
Pearl of Power only recovers spell slots. It would be more of a spell storing.
Oh, really?
Because Pearl of Power, because I have one, restores currently up to a 3rd level spell, any combination of which, to equal up to 3.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, I would say that it works like that, like an actual Pearl of Power. Yeah. Thanks.
Up to 5th level spell slot.
Yeah, for a 5th level spell slot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next is the ring. This is the band of Thaddeus the Astute, and that's Thaddeus, the Astute. This ring provides the wielder with continuous displacement. +2 to intelligence. +1 to AC and saves. Again, stacking with anything. The ring also provides +2 spell focus. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the Staff of Jorval the Enigmatic can only be attuned by a sorcerer or warlock. And the Band of Thaddeus the Astute can only be attuned by a wizard or rogue. And did you get the part where the ring gives you +2 spell focus?
Did.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Finally, the tunic. This is the tunic of Gormandine the Unbroken. I just realized this is 5 people. There would be a 5th room that I didn't count in the it was at the bottom floor. It was on the bottom floor because he liked to cook. It was near the anyway.
Gormandine the what?
What?
Gormandine the what?
Oh, sorry. Gormandine the Unbroken. This tunic provides a base AC of 16, +2 to saves, and the ability to cast spells while in wild shape. And it can only be attuned by a druid.
Makes sense.
Does it though? No, just kidding.
Anybody want to multi-class into druid? No.
Nope.
Not this campaign.
So there you have it. That is the Cache of Galadoon. There's no gold or treasure or anything. They were not.
Oh no.
Oh no. Not all gold. Not all treasure is silver and gold, mate.
Obviously, the little forced rules of it can only be attuned by certain character classes was, tell me that you're giving it to specific characters without telling me you're giving it to specific characters.
I mean, I kind of want to like fuck with the staff, see if I can get that to work. I'll make a pact with the Echo. It'll be great. A Celestial Warlock, that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's an idea. Isn't that just a paladin?
I didn't hear what you said.
A Celestial Warlock, isn't that just a paladin?
Yeah.
Technically, yes. Actually, no.
I'll say no, because no.
Whatever. Same.
All right.
All right.
So, you guys have found the Cache of Galadoon. You all, what do you discuss that night after you've, obviously the mission is you're supposed to get this back, these items back to, the next part of the mission is to, after completion of finding the cache, the group will need to escape the Wildlands area and rendezvous with a crew of archaeologists. Here they will meet up. yeah, you're going to meet up with your contact, whoever that is, and they've given you a location on the map and stuff, and so you're going to basically have to sneak out and potentially however you want to do it. If you want to, you basically try and still avoid being seen or encountering if possible, and make it out of the area of the region. But that night you can discuss your plans and rest here in this keep. It has a really cozy feel, this keep. And in a way, it almost slightly, maybe inadvertently reminds you of your new fantastical home, right? Because it's laid out in a similar way. Not exactly the same, but very similar.
Shae does ask if she can go check out the kitchen.
Oh, you guys end up exploring, and it's old and dated, and like, you could make do if you didn't have your fancy multi-dimensional hideout. But that night, you don't necessarily have to sleep in the barracks room. You could if you wanted to, but it's up to you guys. I'm assuming though, when you're
probably dumb or go to nice, cushy, magical beds.
Wait, say again, BT?
I said, go to nice, cushy, magical beds or sleep in old, musty, possibly damp, ruined building.
Yeah, that's a good
And
point.
you said their mummified remains are still on the bed, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but I did say there was a guest room that was a small barracks room that would fit you all. But there's no corpses in there. But yeah, but I can still imagine that when you guys would have done all this legend lore stuff, it would have been here in the tower, and then, retire to your hideout. Why not? It's your home now, right? So.
Absolutely.
Oh, as Shae would be exploring this, she would be leaving like little rolls of bread in everybody's room.
In the mansion?
No, in this little tomb. Shae's been doing a lot of reading on the Oracle about offerings to the dead.
Oh, okay. all right. It's corpses, so she would be uncomfortable with the corpses. So okay.
Sindri's just surprised she hasn't asked to burn them.
Huh?
Sindri's just surprised that Shae hasn't asked to burn them yet.
Well, they haven't set off her spidey senses about them actually being undead.
It's true.
And, she's learned from this theory about not desecrating the dead. So, yeah, even though she's a little uncomfortable in the rooms, that's why she leaves the bread as a little offering, like, please don't hurt me.
So you guys sort of have, I don't know if this is truly a dilemma or not, it's up to you guys, obviously, but you have choices, you have options that you could technically, even though you know that your mission is to find this cache of Yaladoon and return it to, now you know that you're meeting with the rendezvous person that's a representative here on Valion, right? But you will be taking these items with you. They're there to verify their authenticity and stuff and verify that you've completed the mission. But if you remember correctly, the mission was sponsored by the guilds on Progentica, and they want stuff and to study, or at least, but you do know that they're also very interested in historical significance of them, and just the studying the magic properties of them to understand powerful magical items from the Barbary worlds. So, but you still have the option of, while you're here, you could attune to them and use them if you wanted to. But it's up to you guys. It might be, basically what I'm saying is that night, you guys should discuss this.
Sindri's not even going to discuss it. He's going to take the staff and go play with it to try and understand it. As far as he's concerned, he thinks he's given it up. But for the meantime, it's his, and he wants to understand enchanting and stuff, and this is probably the most powerful thing he's ever seen. So, playtime!
So add a character just from a player standpoint. What does everyone think of the gifts that I've given you as they fit for your characters?
Very cool.
Oh shit.
Obviously spectacular.
Yeah. I do have a question though.
Yeah.
For the ring, you said it gives constant displacement. What does that mean?
Oh.
So it's like a cloak of displacement. It means that any attacks against you have disadvantage.
Oh, it's like blur.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
is it blur? Let me double check.
Kind of. Blur is.
It might be better than that. Then let me see. Because it's really strong in 3.5. In 3.5 displacement, everything has a 50% mischance. And I want to see what it is in 5th Ed, because I think they still have the 2 spells. So how do they distinguish them? Is what I want to see. So I'm looking that up now. Blur, your body becomes blurred, shifting and wavering. For the duration, any creature has a disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Any attacker is immune to this effect if it doesn't rely on sight, as with blindsight, blah, blah, blah. All right, so wait a minute then. Cloak of Displacement. The Cloak of Displacement, while you are wear this cloak, it projects an illusion that makes you appear to be standing in a place near your actual location, causing any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Yeah, if you take damage, the property ceases to function, start your next turn. So I would say that this is a bit more powerful than the regular Cloak of Displacement, because it doesn't turn off the way the actual Cloak of Displacement does if you're hit. It's still in effect. Now do remember, of course, that with 5th Ed, disadvantage and advantages don't stack, and they will always counteract each other. So if somebody ends up with advantage over you because maybe they're flanking with their buddy, then it'll be a straight roll against you. Yeah. So the worst that you're going to ever experience while wearing this is a straight roll against you.
Okay. Cool.
I know. Even harder to hit? Sorry, wow.
Oh no.
I mean, that's actually true for all of you now, since these things also give you +1 to your AC and your saving throws, like you're wearing an extra protection ring. I purposely wanted to make them fit your character's motif. Obviously, we know Merrik likes to be ostentatious and wear jewelry, and we know Sindri loves fancy staves, and we know Thyra. I figured Thyra would like the Spartan open-faced helm. It's just a truly a warrior's helm. Then lost track of what I was talking about. The baldric, the belt. She wears leather stuff anyway, so it's understated and suits her.
I will say, before we all kind of I imagine we're gonna go into our magic hobble. Before we end up doing that, while everyone's kind of exploring and stuff, Merrik, I will go to the library area and find as many books that are in decent condition, that are just legible. I don't particularly care what's in them. I was going to use them to fill the library space of my own, and to preserve some of the knowledge that's
So sad to say that a lot of the books have been removed from the library. It is a library, but a lot of the books were removed, and you get the sense that probably when Jorval left, it was one of the few things that he took, right? Because it was, he and Thaddeus would be the ones most interested by the books. Although it's not necessarily true. Like all of them were educated, so and liked the books. But definitely he the most, even though he's a sorcerer. At any rate, there aren't any magical books in the library. But there's some really some interesting old history books and old fiction books left. Enough that you can start, filling out more of your own personal library. So.
Yeah. Backpack. It's just.
Yeah, I just picture Merrik open the door, throw the books in. Servants, start taking these to my room.
Yeah, that would be the efficient way of doing it, right?
More likely, he's just gonna throw him in the handy haversack, and then when he gets in there, he's gonna dump them out and go, "All right, I'll need help organizing these." Yeah, he wouldn't just throw them in there. These are classics.
Yep.
They're fragile. They're fragile.
First editions, probably.
Yeah. Some of these would actually would be valuable. That's true, but
yeah,
not like massively. So
no, yeah. But if they're also looking for like the knowledge and histories in the academia, who wouldn't be interested in see what is left, even if it's minimal?
Yeah.
And then I'd imagine likewise up in the at the peak of the Wizard's Tower. There's really nothing much in there, but he's gonna go look anyway and just so this is how you studied.
You mean at the very top floor? Yeah, it's open. Like I said, it's the open platform, the roof of the building, and it's just a gorgeous view of the underground lake, and you can tell that there's some chairs around and a small table. And you can tell that they probably came up here and to just chillax, and maybe sometimes do some experiments, but
after some time, someone either comes finds me or I'll come down eventually. Just yeah.
We would all end up finding you because we want to get back into the house.
It's true.
Mr. Door Humble.
And what we'll do is, as far as the scrolls and the spell book, you peruse the spell book. There are 12 spells in the spell book, and then 6 scrolls. So you and I can work out those spells, I suppose, later. Unless you want me to do it now, I can do it randomly. Like it's up to you guys.
I'm okay with you just sending me a list.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like to some degree, I would hold off on getting too excited about what's in here, even though I know I could probably jot them down. I feel like in the spirit of what we're doing, that would be unfair to the guild song, that I would just take that first without presenting what I'm supposed to.
Right. So you guys' intent is to maybe play around and experiment with the cool items, but you want to, everything that you find here, this whole cache, you want to take to, including the books. You want to let them look at them first, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine. Look, I don't have enough paper or anything to just have my helper transcribe them in this time frame. So Yeah, at least for my perspective, when it comes to the books in the spell book, and the scrolls, it's 100% like I'm prepared to take the L, knowing that I'm more than likely going to get what I want. So he's going to gamble. I don't want to push it in that sense, because this is what we were requested to do. But he'll make a strong case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
But I'd imagine, what does everybody else want to do?
I mean, we're assigned to bring back the cash, and that's my intention. But I'm absolutely gonna take this time to play around with that staff and see what I can get out of it.
So you're gonna attune to it? You're gonna attempt to attune to it?
I'm gonna attempt to.
Okay.
Attempt.
How about everybody else? Is everybody else gonna attempt to attune to the things that they can attempt to?
Jay is going to. She's going to see if the belt is practical.
Shay, roll me a wisdom saving throw. Sindri, roll me a charisma saving throw. Anybody else gonna try and attune to the items that seem to suit their character?
Thyra wouldn't, because she wouldn't.
Okay.
Is this charisma saving throw against a magical effect?
No.
Okay. Flat roll then.
12.
Okay. What'd you get, BT?
21.
Both of you attune to it.
Oh no, 21.
How about so?
26.
How about Merrik? Are you gonna try and attune to the ring? No. Okay.
No, with what the ring can do, Merrik fully understands. Like, based off of what it is, like I understand what it can do. Very, very tempting. I absolutely want it. It's a little bit gaudy for me, surprisingly. Shocker, I know. However, they'll have to pry it from my cold dead hands, and I don't want to have a fight. So I'd rather just wait.
So what is why does Thyra? Oh, I'm sorry. You look like you're getting ready to roleplay. Go ahead, Thyra.
Do you believe that these people at the Guild Song deserve these artifacts? Based on what we just did with the Naga?
No, I don't. However,
We would lose some honor if we didn't turn them to them.
that is, I'm inclined to agree with that. I have it's strange. I'll admit, coming from me, it brings me back to being at the academy and understanding what you are requested to do for the sake of academia. That being said, I don't plan to just freely let them just take it. I know myself well enough that if I just attune to it, I probably won't let them see it, because I know they would try to forcefully take it from me. I'd rather allow them to study it and then reclaim it.
As I feel the same, I do not feel that they are going to understand the weight in the promise we made. Do you think that they would understand? Do you think they could handle a conversation with me on that regard?
There's a lot to be said about what you can learn for something without keeping it. Their intent to study and learn does not automatically constitute possession. Again, I agree. I don't think that these particular relics would fare best in the hands of corporate, as it were. However, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't even have the chance to have them. So, honoring our end of the deal of bringing them back, yes. I just don't want to get too attached. Trust me, this is far harder than you think. For me.
I can definitely understand that. You've had to study endlessly for your power. This was just thrust on me, so I'm on the other side of it. I want to play with it while I can.
Absolutely.
Give it back at the end because this fell in my lap. I don't have the same attachment to the power. But I definitely want to explore its power while I do have it in my possession.
Oh yes, I'm not judging any of you for wanting to try it on, give it a shot, see how it works. By all means, please do.
I want to update my character sheet and then have to re-update it.
Yeah, I don't want to erase shit. High five. Right here. Yeah.
If that's really the reason why,
No.
like you don't have to update it to attune to it. You could just, we're role playing that you attune to it just so you get a feel for it, But I understand, like he's role playing that his character would be too tempted to hide it and not give it once he's had a taste of it. Let's role play it. I'm gonna have Raven's Edge step in and ask, Miss Thyra, why do you hesitate to at least explore the possibility and see what the helm might feel like? Are you also worried about the temptations associated with it?
Not the temptation. Once attuned, I feel then I truly have to uphold protecting it. And they would not like my response.
Well, I must say...
Well, would any of you?
Sorry, I didn't realize you were still talking because there was such a long pause. Could you say that again?
I said, nor would any of you, like looking at the team.
Raven's Edge says, well, I must say that I feel like if this were one of the corporations, this would be an easier decision. But since it's the guilds, and both of our gentlemen will be members of those guilds, I feel more trusting of that transaction.
They have yet to prove that to me.
To be fair,
It is quite the dilemma. What'd you say, BT?
Said to be fair, they've yet to prove it to us too. We've merely had introductions and a look around, so I do agree with what you're saying, Thyra.
But with that, this will be their test to see if they're worthy.
I guess it is, isn't it?
What say you, Miss Shae?
Now, you two. Now show me what those things can do.
So Shae has no problem giving up this awesome looking belt. Really what Shae was thinking was what Mr. Merrik had told her about browns and blacks go with just about anything. And it looks pretty stylish to me.
You just broke us all again. God. Someone.
You couldn't even finish that sentence without laughing.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
Oh my god.
That is.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Fucking Shae.
No.
I love that.
Every
Yeah, no, that's the most appropriate response from Shae. Browns and blacks go with most. Yes. Yes, they do.
She's been taking her style tips from Merrik.
Mm-hmm. And it, by the way, after attuning to it and wearing it, and it feels amazing. Like it actually increases your practicality from your experience wearing it. I mean, literally, if you think about what it does, I mean, giving you the evasion feat, it's gonna in freedom of movement. It's like, holy crap.
It's like a snake. Sorry. I had to fight it's a snake when we fought the Naga. I like so hard.
Every time anybody says a door, and I'm like, the door that controls time and space, life and death, the door that can see into your mind, a door that can see into your soul.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't know either. What meme is that?
Does anybody know what that's from?
The only thing I can think of is it sounds like Charlie the
It is Charlie the Unicorn.
Okay, it's one of the other ones. Yeah. Okay.
It's what?
Charlie the Unicorns.
Charlie the Unicorn.
Oh.
Magical Leopard.
Must be
anyway.
After my time.
No, it's still within your time.
Really?
I mean, you're
Make a
still
note
breathing.
of it and go look at them.
Yeah.
You definitely need to watch those videos.
It's dumb.
All right.
It's dumb humor. It's
It is
funny, dumb
completely
humor.
stupid, but it's great.
Yeah.
Watch Charlie the Unicorn.
Yeah. Nope. Restrain yourself.
Drink it out of cups.
That's another good one. Yeah. No,
And Potter Puppet.
we'll deal with that later.
You will understand my internal psyche so deeply.
I want to know all of those. Did you write that down? Did you write all those down?
Oh, we'll
I thought you were writing down. I'm going to write them down. What were they? Charlie what?
Charlie the Unicorn.
Charlie the Unicorn.
Uh-huh.
I just Googled Charlie the Unicorn, the door. And there's a
Potter
short little
Puppet Pals.
31-second clip that popped up.
Yeah. And then what was the
Yeah.
next one, Druid?
Drinking out of cups.
Drinking out of cups.
Yes, it's a little lizard. You'll.
And the
That
next one?
shaped my. Those are the three main.
I got
Other than that-
two.
Oh, Potter Puppet Pals was the other one.
Potter
Puppet
Puppet
Pals.
Pals.
This is just
I can't
early
wait.
YouTube. Otherwise, and then also if you want to go down a really deep rabbit hole, red versus blue. That's another.
Oh
one.
yeah, we know red versus blue.
Blue.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so
They
fucking
can't see
good.
me. I can't see them. Caboose, you're facing the rock. Oh, right.
So, you guys, did we ever show you guys Summoner Geeks? The Summoner Geeks video?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need to show
I've seen
BT. After him, now that he's played D&D with us for almost 2 years, and he's played BG3, and he gets this, Summoner Geeks will have him rolling. Promise me you won't watch it without me, BT. I want to see your reaction.
It's pretty funny.
You can do it live if you want. I'll stream it.
That's a great idea. I would fucking love that.
I want to see your reaction too.
Yeah, hell, I'm half tempted to do that right now, but I don't think I could do it with this setup. So, anywho, so you all discuss this sort of minor ethical dilemma, and
Oh man, they took my kidney.
you all find different ways to handle it, and I think that's cool. So
I'd like to say specifically Sindri's feeling the way the magic moves through the staff when he's casting.
So does that mean you're going up to the top and you're casting fireball with the staff?
I mean, that's literally what the
Yeah,
top
why
part
not?
of it. You can
I go
cast
to
it
the top
into the
and
distance,
cast it into the middle of the lake.
or you can cast it at the stone wall, the cavern walls in the distance. You can see places where they tested spells. So
I'll be up there observing, making notes as you would expect.
Yeah. So I think this is fantastic because it's true irony, right? The two. I mean, it's also not ironic, but it is ironic that for Merrik to be tempted by this power, but not to give in, and Thyra, because of her, she earned this, and she doesn't know if the guilds are worth the honor of these items, so she would be tempted to keep it for herself, not from a selfish standpoint, but like you said, to protect it from those who are unworthy to use it. And so that's a tough call for you to not use it right now. But I love the way you very elegantly said that it's your way of testing the guilds, and of course, what's unironic is that these two would not be tempted at all. They're like, I'm going to try it out. I don't mind giving it up. So awesome. I love it. If you guys don't mind, what I'm going to do is I'm going to exposition after you guys leave this area. If there wasn't any other exploration, I'll be honest, you guys, even if your character spent some time exploring, there's not much to explore. You've explored the tower enough. There's nothing here. The shoreline, the cavern is so massive, and there's nothing to it. And plus, you don't know if there's more of those things. Although it seemed pretty singular. You had a question?
I was just gonna say, the next morning, Merrik is up and
Staring at the ring and it's calling to
no. I mean, that's pretty fucking
Bubbled over
funny,
the water
not gonna
eating
lie.
raw fish.
My precious.
I rolled
My precious.
It's got me, bro.
Yeah.
We like them wriggling in your face.
So
Precious.
Merrik didn't sleep well
Obviously.
and immediately goes to Sindri's room and is like, Sindri.
Sindri? Sindri? Sindri?
Not that annoying. But yes. Yes.
So
Sindri?
I can't do an in accent. Sorry.
Oh. I have a problem. And I'm gonna need your help to fix it. Yeah. So, I know it sounds weird, but I had a terrible nightmare.
Sindri's arm just goes to pat Merrik. Doesn't know if he can reach, he just goes to pat Merrik.
Yeah.
You're in nightmare,
Yeah.
but like, you're fine.
We were flying through the sky.
With the magic
Alright.
light down.
Don Charlie.
Alright, Bren took over.
I've had that on replay in my brain since I brought it up, so
Yep.
see me
Same.
giggling, it's because I'm like anyways. You had a nightmare last night. Kept you up. You were flying. Okay,
Tempted
continue.
Yeah. Well, we weren't all flying. Thyra was flying. And then she wasn't. and there was no way to stop it. So, now that I've seen that, even if it wasn't real, I can't unsee it, and I can't have that. I'll need your help in ensuring that Thyra can't fall out of the sky to her death.
Plan's already in place.
I understand that, but tokens don't come back. I know you'll be the right one for the job, so I would like to commission, when you're able to, a joint project to make sure Thyra always has Featherfall. Please.
I thought that was the plan. You said token, I wanted it as a permanent thing.
Merrik just turns and walks away.
I don't have disposable magic, scroll boy. Head back on the pillow. Go back to sleep, you fucking moron. I'll fix it, don't worry.
That's it.
Okay. So, the morning comes, and you guys now. What's your solution for leaving the cave?
Is one of those scrolls happens to be Learman's tiny hut?
Why would you know what that spell is? There's no way you know that spell.
That's why I said it not in character.
E.T. doesn't know what that spell is.
It would just work better for getting out.
I mean, I imagine we could leave the same way we came.
Fly, fly, fly. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
So, what's
Yeah.
your plan then? You're gonna want to. How are you gonna handle it?
Well,
Oh,
we
just
went to the cave from whence we came.
just reverse our steps coming in.
So, what do you mean? Tell me specifically. Like, what
Down and
order do
fly.
you do stuff in?
I imagine everyone's
imagine-
just staring at me because I have the spells.
Gathering
I'm
up
just
on
curious.
the beach. And then,
Are we going back the way we came?
that would be my thoughts, Shae. Given your protest about being cradled, Merrik, do you want me to just cast Fly on you? Because I can wing cast.
We'll give that a try
Okey-dokey.
today.
So you all, by several different means, magical and mundane, fly your way back up to the crumbled tunnel and make your way to the entrance/exit, knowing that there's millions of gallons of water above you, and that as soon as you open it, it's going to come pouring in and likely take you all off your feet and drag you back down the hall. What steps do you take to ensure your escape?
Shae, cast water breathing on everybody.
Okay, first step is a good one.
Including Milo and Echo.
Anything else? Like, might be on the new fancy thing that you have?
Oh, freedom of movement?
Just a spell save.
I
And I
can
cast
also
it on
cast
multiple
that.
people.
You touch a willing creature. Target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain, spells, or other magical effects that can either reduce target's speed or be paralyzed or restrained.
So I can only cast it on one other person.
Underwater imposes no
No.
penalties on the target's movement or attacks.
Because what you said is continuous freedom of movement, and then once per day can cast on other. So Is that I was understanding it's based on the spell.
Yeah.
And then my question would be, is that also concentration? Because water breathing's concentration.
Right.
Freedom of movement is
then-
not a concentration.
It's not a conjuration. So this one will cast it on up to 6 people.
Oh, okay. Let me make a note.
Just to be clear, so the way it wasn't 3.5, and the way I'm going to rule it in 5th ed, even though it doesn't explicitly say this, is freedom of movement effectively makes it so that you can move easily through terrain, even if that terrain is liquid, even if it's water. So effectively, it's not going to have the same kind of impact. You know, it's like when you have water breathing and freedom of movement on you, it's like, you know.
Oh, water breathing's not a concentration spell. Its duration's 24 hours, so I can cast it on up to.
You might be thinking of water walking then.
Yeah, water walking is different.
Water walk isn't a concentration either.
Oh well.
Oh.
She might have just read something else. Either way,
Actually, water walk would probably be the better way to go than freedom of movement.
no, but freedom of movement is what the spell does,
But
or what the belt does.
yeah, but it says if you target a creature submerged in a liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per round. So if we're already in the lake and we close it, I can cast water walk on everybody and we'd start to shoot up towards the surface.
And get the bends.
Huh?
And then get the bends.
Oh yeah. How far down are we?
Far enough.
I don't remember how many.
Couple hundred feet.
I think it was 120 feet. I think I'd said.
120,
At least.
50, something like that.
Yeah.
But
So
from my point of view, the way freedom of movement works, it should in water works the same way it did in 3.5. And that if you have the two of those together, you can basically move through water like it's no big deal. You just walk, and it's normal, like it's air. Like movement is the same. So
Okay. Then Shae will cast freedom of movement on everybody.
and then I will cast the arcane hand. And what I'm going to have the hand do is kind of be up against the door to kind of block the initial torrent of water when the door opens, so that we don't get smashed in the face by it, because that's still going to suck, movement or not. And then when we open the door, or after it's open, I'm going to have the hand kind of go from a flat position to more of a bladed position so that it splits the water, so we get closer, and then kind of use that as a way to kind of wedge ourselves out, so the water will slow the water cascading on top of us, so we don't take like the full brunt of it getting just.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Clever solution. Different than I would have come up with, but perfectly valid and well done. Yeah, you guys use all of these methods and these spells, and are able to easily make your way back out, and up and out of the lake, out of Compass Lake.
Were we able to close the door back onto the tomb?
Yes. You figured out that there's a portion in the back where if you pass magical energy through it, once it's been sealed, once it's been unsealed, it just opens and closes using that. And you guys had unsealed it, so.
And then I'll use the hand to just like kind of, I'll just like sit in the hand, and just let the hand just kind of
Right
Just
on.
pull me up.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. You guys are out of the lake, and now you can decide. You know,
Sorry.
is there anything that you want to do once you guys get up and out of the lake? You come out, and it's mid afternoon.
Merrik standing on
Or
the
I
edge,
guess you
just
guys
go,
would have timed it such that it would
"Something out of the
be.
water."
You seem to have sort of lost time while you were down there. Not like a mystical
sense.
way, but just psychologically, you know. And so it's just sort of like mid-morning or noonish, like lunchtime, just the middle of the day, effectively.
Merrik, do you want to send Echo up? See if there's anything around.
Whoa, real quick stop. I know we're not supposed to be watching chat, but wow. Captain German Memory says, don't want to ruin the vibe, but
Since StormyD and Druid IRL are near and dear, we
we're
are
at the hospital 12 hours in, no baby yet. Happy dungeoneering, everyone. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Captain Jim Raynor. The baby is almost here. Congrats. Wow.
Congratulations.
That's scary and cool at the same time.
Congratulations, BT doesn't know how to react to the news like that.
We say congratulations. Give the wife a high five.
Hey,
And
BT,
tell
I
her that
think
we're rooting for her.
this is the easiest way to say it. This is like, you folks are gonna be great parents, because I think that's absolutely true, and I'm glad that you're gonna make new kids for the world. Just so that we don't have to. No, but seriously, bud, I think you guys are gonna make amazing parents, Captain Jim Raynor, and we need more people like you making kids. So
Yes.
people are gonna make kids. It needs to be awesome folks like you. All right. So when you guys get out of the lake, are you gonna do anything?
Shae is going to try and see if she can concentrate in the middle of the water and see if there are any giants nearby.
You're gonna use your
Yes.
okay. You using up a spell slot,
Yes.
right? Okay. So you do note that off to the northeast, those giants from days ago are gone. There appears to be some activity to the east, some activity to the south, which is what you guys knew about before. But there also seems to be something farther away at the edge of your range to the southeast, which is kind of in the direction that you guys need to go that direction to go to your rendezvous. But
Shae relays that information to the team.
you think that you might be able to find a way to skirt way around to a direction where you don't sense giants to make your way out of it. But what do you guys want to do? There.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Do we know how many days that we've been on this expedition? Because I forgot to keep track. I think we rested 3 times.
We got in the middle of the night. We snuck past all the giants. We took a rest there. The next day we ventured over to this lake.
We rested.
We missioned down to the waterfall. We came back. Then we rested.
Just 2.
Then
2
we
days.
went down, rested down there, came back up.
So at least 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we only have 12
This
days.
is day 4, basically.
Yeah. So we're on day 4.
Oh, I love
My
you, Froggy.
brain-
I'm sorry you're experiencing some tough times. You hang in there. You'll figure it out. Okay. So you yeah, it's been 3 days, so you got plenty of time left on the clock. You estimate that it'll take about 3 days to get to the rendezvous point. If you were able to go take a straight shot. If you do a roundabout way, it'll take 4. Which might be the safe bet to avoid the giants. What do you guys want to do?
I feel avoidance is probably the best bet. We could probably try to make up some time by just being mindful and probably flying a bit of time. Keep it low against the trees, even if it's during the day.
Push
I'm
on
sure.
steadily through daytime, quite stealthy, and then at night we can try and cover as much distance as possible by flying.
Yeah.
Before going for a rest again.
As we did to get here, that sounds like a valid plan.
Travel for a couple hours by foot until it gets dark, and then
Seems like the plan for me.
take it in a way slow and steady, but with bursts of speed. Isn't that
Right. So
What a
because of that, you're going the roundabout way, but with your clever machinations of your abilities and spells, you, instead of it being 4 days, it's the 3 days as if you had done the straight shot, just because you shorten the time frame for your travels. And using judicious use of her giant sense and the flying at the right intervals, and just her survival, skills of knowing the land and being able to scout with the flyers, you are able to very easily bypass all of the giants and make your way out of the wildlands. You basically have safely, I'm pretty sure you safely crossed the border. And even though you haven't been in this area before, you still sort of know the land and the mapping, Merrik, and so you know where you're supposed to go. And it's at the edge of a border town that's a small trade town, and you don't have to go to that town. You kind of know where that town is based upon the maps, what you remember, and of course the maps that were provided by your sponsors for this mission. And what we'll do is we'll stop here, but we'll be basically you find yourselves walking into this very large archaeological encampment. But before your question, well, is this related to going into it or what?
Yeah. Given that we are still on Valion and we're dealing with archaeological stuff, and there's a good chance that some of them might be from the Academy, Merrik is going to lean a little bit further into looking closer to an elf and less like him. Just to be like, it's not the same person.
Okay.
So in that sense, he's going to maintain the elf features, kind of exaggerate them a little bit differently so he doesn't quite look just like Merrik, but y'all can tell it's still him. But the likelihood that someone's going to recognize me, I want to diminish that without standing out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh look, that's the elf version of that guy we knew.
Yeah. That's all.
Gotcha. Yeah. So the last bit of exposition that I will share is, interestingly enough, as you make your way into the camp, and they see you guys, emerge from the road on into the encampment, some of the archaeologists, stop to greet you and question you, and you chat with them and tell them who you are, and they're like, oh yeah, you're supposed to liaison with, and I forget the name of the guy, but it turns out that the leader of this archaeological dig, I would say the secondary site manager is that same guy that you kind of butted heads a little bit with in the past. And you go, and they say, okay, and they direct you to him, and you meet him again. And this time he seems a bit more affable and respectful and less kind of, haughty. And he says, I hadn't realized, he basically kind of tells you he hadn't realized your importance that from before, and that he's grateful that you guys were the ones on this important mission, because you obviously know how to get the job done, especially based upon these second results. Well, he hopes, and that's right, you would have chatted with him first. He would have said, I hope you all were the right person for the mission. You've only been gone a little while, though. What have you uncovered so far? He sort of, from his perspective, it's like he thinks that you're reporting back as if you just did your exploration. And he doesn't realize how, that you guys already did it effectively, and you educate him, and he's shocked and amazed, but also, as that's where he's like, oh, I see that you guys were really truly right for this mission. And so he says, interestingly enough, I'm only the what did I call it, the secondary site manager. Today's going to be a great honor for you guys, because thought.
Swear to God, if it's fucking Roland, I'm gonna shit myself. I'll be so fucking mad.
What was that?
I swear to God, if it's fucking Roland, I'm gonna shit myself. I'm gonna be so mad.
Roland, your mentor?
Yeah.
He wasn't high enough up.
And exactly. That's why I'm like, if it's fucking Roland, I'm shitting my pants.
Big promotion for fending off the attack.
Wait a minute, who's Roland?
My mentor.
Your mentor was Sir Conrad. Yes, I'm looking right at it. Sir Conrad at the Theurge Consortium.
I thought his name was Roland.
I don't know where you got that.
I don't know.
Because I was scratching my head. I was like, who the heck is Roland?
Like,
who's he talking about? But
my bad.
That wasn't what I was looking for.
If it was Roland, you shit yourself. Who the fuck is this guy?
So it is Roland. It's just Roland isn't who you thought he was. No, I'm kidding.
It was his secret agent name, okay?
And take it away from me. Thanks, Druid. Secret agent man.
Mr. Walkway, Mr. Walk down me on the walkway, lead me to the building. Fuck you. Not my chair, not my
I
problem.
apologize
That's
for
what I say.
the delay. Thank you guys for entertaining the troops while I dig through my copious notes to find the...
Wait, entertaining? We're just being us.
Lighthouses rule. You don't like the lighthouse? You suck. Drinking out of cups. Being a bitch.
Ah, okay. Found the right one. I need to name it something different so it makes more obvious. He tells you that the primary site manager for this archaeological dig, and I guess he says you all are special envoys of some kind, and you know he's basically you can tell he's trying to save face with you, not in a like a sheepish, demeaning way, but like truly trying to show you the respect that he failed to before, and without overtly apologizing, because he's obviously a proudful man. But he says it's gummit. I thought I had the right document. Found it earlier today very easily. Why did I not?
Secret information that I'll spill for the gap. I've been working on some merch. One of them may or may not be a wanted poster with a certain beagle on the front of it.
Is it in the design of One Piece?
Nope, because I've not watched One Piece.
Okay, neither have I, so shame on us.
And it
That's
definitely doesn't say for excessive wooing and wall eating.
Put it in the mission. Okay. I should have just looked right here. I found it. So that's pretty cool, dude. I can't wait to see it. So he basically tells you that he's currently in a meeting, if you guys don't mind waiting, but it'll be a great honor for you because you're going to get the primary site manager for this mission is none other than Archmagus Merzen Wilt himself, which you know to be the wizard that founded the academy, the head cheese, the big dog himself. And that
everybody
supposedly he has something, he's super thrilled and excited that you guys actually already found the cache and have brought it. And he's like, please, you don't have to wait long. I'm gonna go interrupt their meeting and you guys will be able to go see him. And that's where we'll leave off that for next time, not next week, guys, because we're gonna have to take a break next week, but no big deal. We'll be back again the following Saturday.
Merrick's
and that's where you guys will
clench for 2 whole weeks.
See the party have a meeting with the Archmagus himself, Merzen Wilt, on Baleon.
Upon hearing that name, everyone who sees Merrik is a couple of shades lighter, like white as a ghost. He's like,
Oh, that's because Thyra then.
yes. Just the colors drain from him. He's like,
Porcelain.
no, like he's screaming on the inside.
Just as a refresher, guys, this Wednesday we'll be starting up the community threshings again. It's gonna be a super treat because we have 4 of the core Mighty Mangoes with their first Dungeons and Dragons experience this Wednesday, and I believe it's gonna be starting at like 8 Central Time, something like that. I don't remember exactly what I set up for, but I know that we're gonna be ending at like 11:30 to midnight, somewhere in there PM on Wednesday. I apologize for you. I'll shut the door, so if you want to go to bed early, you can or whatnot. But
Oh, aren't you gonna be down here?
yeah, that's true. I'll be down here. So yeah. Or if you're enjoying it and stay up and watch it, cool. Anywho, that's the deal, and these are my friends and fellow streamers. Come go check them out.
So yes, lots of D&D this week. Wednesday on Stormy's channel, Friday on Havoc's channel.
Right. So that'll be fun. Back to Strixhaven. Very cool. And that's all I got. Anybody else want to add anything this evening before we wrap up?
I'll be back on Monday. I missed this past Monday because I had IRL stuff to take care of. But I'll be
I
back.
also know it's a day early, but for all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day.
So
Yes.
I know it's a day early, but I don't care.
On point there.
Yeah. That's all. What?
What?
Happy spawn point day.
Happy spawn point day.
No, that's
I'm not wrong.
That's a birthday. That's birthday.
Oh, Kieran's
No.
birthday stream. Tomorrow's Kieran's birthday stream also, by the way. Don't forget to do that.
Yep.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
I'll forget
Thank
it.
you. Oh my God. Thank you for reminding me. I wanted to make it to that. So yeah, tomorrow, after the gym and before the gym, I want to pop in and hang out with him as long as we can.
Okay, so leave Kieran's stream up for Lurk tonight, just in case.
Yes. And what time does it start?
Some more horror on Monday too.
Ooh, cool.
So you've been enjoying that game, BT?
Surprisingly, yes.
That's
Not
awesome,
as
dude.
jumpy. So I think that's why I'm really enjoying it, because jump scares I'm not good.
Man, there's so many cool people here to potentially raid.
12 and a half hours from now.
Oh, Buddy hasn't streamed in a long time. Spud Solutions is streaming Blueprints right now. I've seen lots of people playing that game. Let's go say hello to our good friend Tater Lord, Spud Solutions.
Let's go.
Bloody hell.
Spuddy hell.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much for coming. I love you all. Thank you again. And yeah, we'll see you very soon in Kieran's chat tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Goodbye.